welcome to Natural Sex!
I was distracted.
No, I nearly played a song as it was going. And I was no. Okay.
Right, but in it like I've told you to.
This is Baby's first day out.
Which he always is.
No.
To be fair to me, I'm very excited about being a member of Natural Six, but this is the first time that I'm going paperless.
And we all must hear about it immediately before anything else. Like, it's more important than the fact that, I don't know, I'm in the Herald chair again.
Yeah.
They'd call me the female Harry McIntyre, but, you know, my music taste isn't esoteric and weird enough.
Thank you so much. I'm genuinely thrilled.
But we do have similar taste in utilitarian workwear sometimes.
We do.
Every now and again.
Very much.
Yeah.
And long blonde hair.
And long blonde hair.
That's why I'm growing it. I can reveal exclusively, I'm just trying to look more and more like Wilson. I'm going to have quite a lot of facial work done because I'm a bit of a round boy. But anyway, I shan't.
May I say that I know it is your delightful accent that we listen to every week. But when you did say Harry McIntyre, I thought you said Harry McIntyre.
I said Harry McIntyre.
I didn't say
But that made me very excited because you are actually hairy.
A little bit.
I'm hairier than you'd think.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to say I do really appreciate that when we were sat here, we weren't listening to someone screaming, essentially. Dressed up as a song, which is what Harry likes to play.
You do like,
yeah.
Geordie Greet, lingua ignota. Maybe.
No, we're not doing this because
No,
you're not
no.
in this chair, so you don't get to do what you want anymore. I'm afraid. I'm sorry about it. Question: does everyone remember the SNES, the SNES?
Yes.
I remember other people having it.
People get really angry if you call it SNES sometimes.
Why?
Well, I know
Because
about
SNES, they want to call it that.
I know, isn't that American versus British?
I think
Where
so.
we call it the SNES.
The SNES.
Yeah.
Hands
What's
across
the
the
SNES?
ocean. Hands across the ocean. Come on, Doug.
No, shan't.
Okay.
Won't
Did
do
you?
it.
What did you call it?
I don't even know what it is.
Super Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Is it because we
played
called
it.
it
Or the
SNES?
Famicom. Super Famicom.
But you see, you don't call it FIFA, you call it FIFA. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's,
Yeah, I agree. SNES, it rolls off the tongue.
We quite like, platy-tubing. We quite like mashing
yeah.
words together to create. We're not.
Anyway, the reason I ask is because we're sponsored today by our lovely friends at Cross Paths.
Yeah.
Which is wild that they've done this again.
Yeah,
know.
they're brave.
Does that mean
they're
they're paying
really
money for
brave?
this?
We gave them the worst first date ever, where all we did was talk about ourselves, and they went, "Fancy another drink?"
Well, as long as you're still paying.
So this is kind of like yes, this is in the world of Akeroth, right?
Legends of Akeroth, yes. It's a brand new TTRPG from our good pals at Cross Paths, inspired by classic JRPGs like Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, never heard of it, and
Hey.
Fire Emblem.
actually, to be fair, it's not JRPG, is it?
Yeah, it's not Jerpa.
It's not JRPG.
It's
It's got to actually make a kind of word. You can, that's why it works. SNES is there, and it literally you can make it pronounce it, but a JRPG just doesn't work. So you have to spell
Well,
it
it'd
out.
actually be a Jerpa.
JRPG, yeah.
JRPG.
Unless it's a giraffe. That's the last word.
Well, we say JPEG, not JPEG.
Yeah, but like it's not a giraffe. It's a giraffe.
We're not in the weeds, at least. That's a good thing.
It's like GIF and GIF, you know?
Yeah, that.
GIF working.
Yeah, you can't make
It
GIF
doesn't.
work.
It doesn't.
It's like when Sif changed its name.
Really
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Yeah.
Wasn't it originally GIF?
It was originally GIF and changed to SIF.
Sif.
Yeah.
Do you know? Can I say that? And this is really important. And thank you,
I'm
Cross
sure
Paths.
it is, and I'm
Thank
sure
you,
it is.
Cross Paths, for sponsoring this.
No.
Fine.
Thank you, Cross Paths, for sponsoring this. But I am going to go off on a tangent. Every Tuesday night, Barry Scott,
Yeah.
as in the guy
Sillet Bang.
Sillet Bang.
Sillet Bang, he runs a quiz in London. No, he genuinely runs. He runs a quiz in London. So if you want to go and meet the Barry Scott from
but
Sillet
I
Bang,
like that. That's the moment Aoife found out her hit on Barry Scott was unsuccessful.
Which would explain
paid
why the
all
police
those
haven't
people.
tracked
I
it back.
think he says something like "bang" and the quiz is done or something. I think he
have to
quote-
go. Yeah.
I thi- so.
Do you think
I
Barry
have a
Scott-
quiz team. I have a quiz
Not
team.
making that.
I have a quiz team.
What's the name?
Lovejoy. We just call ourselves that. We've actually won quite a few quizzes across London. I have a quiz team called Lovejoy, and we have done the Barry Scott quiz.
Oh, it's dope.
He's needlessly fine.
They've gone.
Is this?
They've gone.
I briefly once asked to be on this quiz.
Yes, you are. Yeah,
And then didn't go.
yeah. But you can go. It's a very kind of a fluid thing. So if you do want to join the quiz team, you absolutely can.
Thank you, I'd like-
Welcome to the Legends of Akeroth.
No, you don't get to say that.
Hang on.
That's my
Do you
night.
think Barry Scott has ever
Oh,
played
no.
D&D on camera?
Oh my god.
There's a space right there.
Because
Barry,
we could play
come
like
join
a
us.
homebrewed thing
Yeah.
where essentially it's about trying to get rid of dirt.
Dirt.
Like we're in a dirty environment, and he's like some kind of holy order of Sillet. The Sillet is actually very good for a holy order.
That is actually really.
Anyway, thank you to Cross Paths. TTRPG. Shall we say hi to our heroes?
Oh, yes.
Shit.
Yeah, right. No, I made the mistake on Draconim of being sat where Aoife usually sits, and you have to go first, and it was like I didn't like
And are
it.
we saying our character names or not?
Yeah.
Character names, why not?
Hi, I'm Harry McIntyre, and I am playing Gumble Astrum Sora.
Hello, I'm Alex Jordan, and I am playing Anser Stultos.
What?
Yeah.
Anser Stultos.
Look forward to that.
Woo! Hi, I'm Doug Cockle. I'm playing Brown Brickthorn.
Hi, I'm Holly. Oh my god.
This is so silly.
That's your name. I'm gonna have to.
Right, like Crosspath have seen all of this.
Brown.
Right? Ash has seen it and he has flicked it off.
With an M.
Oh God! It's caused up the colour brown.
I'm playing Brown Star.
Brown Star is
Hi, I'm Holly and I'm playing Merritt Vale.
Hello, I'm Ben Starr, and I'm playing Sir Christopher Root. Rhute.
And the spelling is very important. And I'm Aoife Wilson, your herald for this evening. And shall we play some Legends of Akeroth?
Yay!
Play.
We've been to Akeroth before. A world of creation and destruction, dragon riders, wild magic, and splintered alliances. But that is not all Akeroth is and could be. With the dragons of Batesian now returned to the world, new adventures call, thank you Tom, new adventures call from other corners of this vast land. Welcome to Urwick. Urwick is old and ever listening. A place that long ago was marred by a war King Dravik led against the giants. But with time, all wounds heal, and eventually, Urwick was rebuilt into the greatest kingdom in Akeroth. A kingdom of blue skies, verdant plains, shrines, ruins, and endless possibilities that call to willing heroes like the clear pealing of golden bells on a wistful morning breeze. In Urwick, the power of the giants still lingers in the form of song. Melodies were magic before magic, words of power able to rewrite reality in the right circumstances, by the right heroes, and reshape the world as they see fit. Only some still know how to wield them. This is really jaunty music. Many call Urwick the Old Country. For generations, the weary, worn-out traveller has used the stone roads crisscrossing these plains as their pathway to escape, and maybe a new and better life on the other side. Those who sought refuge from whatever they had been running from before found the peaceful valleys near the ocean to be a haven. They would sit next to a fire, and no one would ever ask why and from where they had come. With the arrival of spring, markets are vibrant and buzzing with the excitement of trade. Summer transforms the farmlands into a tapestry rich and abundant in life. Autumn golds and deep reds coat the ridges and tree lines of the Moorbrook peaks. Winter is the season of the hearth, where warming soups and hearty ales return the colour to any thick-cloaked travellers passing through. A beautiful land, then, but not a simple or indeed a safe one. Here, trade and religion often collide, and rarely do so quietly. Factions vie with one another to determine the best way to maintain a fragile peace that not everyone wishes to preserve. Pirates celebrate with drunken abandon in Allenstow. Wardens monitor both the first tiny burst of seedlings and the ominous gatherings of storm clouds with equal gravity. In the capital New Urwick, King Leonar maintains a soft-handed rulership, preferring to take a back step and let the masses decide how to live for themselves. Little does he know, another crown hungers for power. On the northern borders, the once King Dravik's dormant sword begins to call to its master again, as an ancient song quietly brings darkness back to the land, and whispers suggest that somehow King Dravik has returned. So, on the northwestern coast, afternoon light glitters playfully on the waves lapping against the docks of Tow, a small fishing settlement where Tow Lighthouse, far older than any living being that calls this place home, keeps careful watch over everything it sees. Its beams sweeping over visitors like a gentle blessing and cutting through fog, storms, and despair. Tow is the rare sort of place where strangers are welcomed as if already family. The locals have simple tastes, and the daily catch is usually kind. Therefore, there's always plenty to go around. A single cobblestone square, tangy with salt sea air, overlooks the docks. Behind it, set into the mountain, a winding path takes curious feet upwards to Stormwatch Point, a breathtaking cliff overlooking the western sea and sometimes the dangers simmering within it. It is known throughout Erwick that ships bested by storms often end up in Tow, where many townsfolk earn a living making repairs to hull or to sail, while others tending to a vessel's lost sailors that have washed up on the nearby shore. Because of its strengthened position as a busy thoroughfare, Tow also houses one of this area's most popular guilds. Guilds in Erwick are more than just simple taverns. They serve as important landmarks where explorers, adventurers, mercenaries, and scholars can meet and find common ground and maybe even a common goal. Whether that's taking on a job from the notice board, supporting one another when trouble arises, and potentially even profiting from their work. Eventually. This guild, the North Star, is situated on its own little plot of land just off Tow's main square, fed by its own private dock and kitchen garden. As the waves, gentle for now, lap against the pier and the doors are opened briefly, with the comings and goings of visitors looking for work, the sounds of easy chatter and laughter spill onto the cobblestones. Inside, the bar is unusually busy. It's widely known that new jobs generally get posted on this day of the week, but today it's more than that. An adventurer is just back from business in the capital, New Erwick, and they had an unexpected windfall. In their generosity, they've issued free drinks tokens to everyone stopping by the North Star that afternoon. So conversation, much like the tide outside, is flowing freely. Everyone roll me a d6.
Whoa!
Brilliant. 2.
A 5.
1.
4.
4.
So this is the order in which you're gonna enter the bar. So I reckon 1? Was that?
I was 5.
You were 5? You
I'm
were
1.
So, inside this bar, it's busy, a lot of chatter. It's getting kind of rowdy for early afternoon. Tell us, as the doors open, who we see arriving.
As the doors open, you see a very large, bear-like man, a grizzly bear, strides through the door, his plate armor clinking and rattling around him, a great sword slung across his back, and a small holster at his hip, and a collection of hats slung across a belt around his waist. You can see all sorts of different hats, baseball hats.
Is baseball
hats.
You will not.
as Ethan scrambles to create a version of baseball.
No. There is a lot of stuff in this rulebook, and I'm sure baseball is in there as well.
Demonstrated.
Ash has thought of everything.
Flash caps.
There are so many options for character.
Wizard hats.
Fishing hats.
Fishing hats.
Blacksmith hats.
Blacksmith.
I don't know, there's blacksmithing in the eye.
Anyways, this grizzly bear walks in. He takes his token from the...
Yes, you're approached by, I'd say, an emerald green crokin with a wide-brimmed brown hat and quite fine leather traveling clothes. He goes, my friend, welcome. Here, a drink token for you. My name
you.
is Ernesto. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Ernesto. And may I say, you have a fine hat there.
Thank you, my friend. You know, it's been, business has been good lately.
Look, I have one very similar. And he pulls out a
My friend,
Do you like it?
it is very, very becoming, especially for one such as tall as yourself.
Yes, well, I feel I'm quite imposing normally, so I like to wear hats to look less intimidating. I also find them very comfortable.
Well, we are all friends here. You looking for work? What is your business?
I am. I'm looking for work. I am on a quest to find someone, but along the way I've found myself running out of funds. So this token is a very nice addition, and I could do with some Draviks.
It's a little bit of an indulgence on my part. I just back from the capital, and I want to have a bit of fun. So I had to talk with Seren. He let me do these tokens. You'll see there's a little bit of a twist to them, but no, man, enjoy.
A little bit of a twist in them.
Yes, you cannot just. It's not just any drink. It's well, you'll see. And in that moment, who rolled next?
I rolled a 2.
Yes. So what do we say?
So you see a croakin, which is a sort of little frog-like creature, the same as Ernesto. He is deep blue, he has bright green eyes, and he has this sort of hodgepodge of different gear. He has a sort of very stained, faded mustard smock, a series of leather belts across it, which have bandoliers which hold ammunition and little vials, and his coin purse. His cloak, if you looked closely enough, you would see is made from the shirt, like the heavy shirt of a much larger creature. And he has very good boots that are mud-stained. And in 2 holsters at his hips are very beautiful revolvers, antique, elaborate, decorative metalwork, immaculately maintained. And I think there's a decent chance he's been here before.
Okay.
And so is reasonably au fait with this part of the world, and certainly this tavern. I think this guild. I think he's probably
Yes.
been here looking.
This guild is quite a popular one because of its connections to the wider area. So I think that's pretty good.
And I think he sort of scans the room for anyone. I think he's probably heard about these drinks tokens and has decided to make his way there to see if that kind of looser vibe will throw up any information.
Ernesto is very much, he's not the proprietor of this establishment. He's kind of just wandering around. He's kind of enjoying this moment in the spotlight, really. So, I mean, I think like if he's seeing you enter, he's like, nice to meet you. Drink token for you?
Well, much obliged to you. Thank you.
You can exchange it at the bar, but there's no rush. You enjoy yourself,
You're responsible for this revelry, are you, Ben?
Well, it's an interesting time of year. I assume you know about the festival in the capital in a couple of days. I've been doing back and forth the trade. I'm a merchant. I've been transporting wine.
You're one of the lucky ones then.
Well, I don't like to brag, but
Not to in any way, of course, diminish the effects of your very hard work on that, I'm sure.
no, of course. But it's all about connections in this part of the world. I've been here a long time.
Tell me
And
about
the
it.
Guild of North Star is just a great place to start trade, to make new friends.
Make new friends. Have you made? Oh, this is your new friend.
Yes.
Well,
Many new faces here today.
You're a croakin.
As am I, my friend.
There's
Yes, and I find crokins odd, if I may say. I haven't met many crokins in my travels. The few I have met have been unpleasant.
It's always nice to make a new acquaintance.
Yeah, well, you are, of course,
I've-
an Ursin. Is that correct?
I am an Ursa.
Well, the Ursins that I've had the pleasure of meeting have been truly some of the truest and greatest influences on my life. So I look forward to perhaps such a profitable and
What a
fertile
wonderful meeting of
friendship.
minds.
Yes.
Sweep somebody else.
I think Gumble is quite used to a certain type of reaction to him, and I think he's reasonably difficult to offend. And so I think he finds this great big Ursin intriguing rather than like his lack of guile quite intriguing and charming in a strange way rather than
Off-putting.
off-putting, yeah. And so I would like to reach out a very small blue slightly sticky hand. My name is Gumble Astromsora.
Gumble.
Gumble.
A fine name.
Coming from you appears that's very much a compliment.
Ah, well, I am Brown.
Brown. A fine name.
Brown.
Brown. That's right.
That's right. Brown.
Brown. Brown. Brown.
Okay.
I think we're saying the same thing.
What I hear and what you say are different, but that is beside the point. Well met.
Perhaps we should see how these tokens work.
Oh, yes. Ernesto?
Well, Ernesto doesn't
he's-
run the bar. He's just like wandering
said
around.
No,
Saren.
there was more a
Saren
question.
is
I couldn't
the-
remember his name.
There's someone just like,
Ernesto said that these were twisted.
Oh, maybe there's a little trick at play. Let's see.
A trick.
so if you approach the bar, there is an older kind of grizzled human sort of like wandering back and forth, kind of just trying to take drink tokens in as they go, sort of wiping down glasses. He sees you approach and is like, "You all right?
Well, absolutely. You look
Busy day."
rushed off your feet there.
Well, you know, Ernesto, he likes to do things differently. He's a bit of a show off, to be honest. But what can I do for you?
Well, I was hoping to exchange like everybody else, I suppose.
He takes it and looks at it. Roll me a d4.
4.
So the bartender goes, "Oh," and pulls on a pair of leather gloves, goggles,
Bend over.
and he produces a metal flask from behind the bar, uncorks it very gently, and pours some into a tiny, tiny shot glass, and pushes it across the table to you.
Do I have
It's clear liquid.
Do I have any knowledge of what this might be?
You can roll me a world and mind check.
World and mind.
World and mind.
So I roll 2 d6 for world. I just rolled a 1 for mind, so I'll roll 3
Is this a good time because we have played Akeroth before, but to explain how
Yes,
the mechanics work?
actually, that's
I'll
good.
roll
So-
while you do that.
Yes. So the core attributes of Akeroth are body, gods, mind, shadow, soul, and world. And checks work. You have your attribute sheets, and you have a dice pool of d6. And generally speaking, checks will be made with 2 attributes, where you put those 2 dice pools together. You roll to decide whether it's a success, it's a mixed success, or it's a failure. And successes on these d6s are either a 5 or a 6, generally speaking. However, you can add boon and bane, but we will get to explain that later.
So I rolled 3d6. I got a 1, which is a fail, and a 4, which is also a fail, but I did roll a 6. So I believe that means I have a mixed success.
Yes, which would mean that you succeed somewhat, but with a cost compromise or a setback. Now, with that, I would say it smells real strong.
It smells real strong, but I've never drunk this here, and I wasn't aware they have this drink here, and I don't know the name of it.
You can ask the bartender what it is if you like.
Saren, should I be sitting down?
I'd say this. That's you know what that is?
No, afraid not.
They call it the Skull Crusher.
The Skull Crusher.
Oh, gosh, well, good grief.
Up to you.
I'm a soft-boned boy. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll get us a table. You bring yours over.
Have you
Brown.
rolled your d4?
I have not. I slam my token down on the.
And Saren takes it and looks at it. Roll a d4.
1.
Okay. So, as the bartender kind of
That's a
begins to-
I know exactly the same thing. Water.
as the bartender begins to collect bottles to mix this drink, and he starts to get like lots of weathered pouches and like weird sort of sacks from below the bar. Roll me a world and mind check as well.
How nice are these little dice storage solutions? Oh, my word.
That is a 2 and a 3. So it's not really a success.
Okay. No, it's not. It's a failure.
Not really.
no way.
Not at all. It just
We have a shorter word for that.
that would be a fail.
Yes. Well, I mean, it's served in a highball glass. So, he starts getting it out, mixes it together, and it's sort of like, as it pours, it's like a dark indigo on the bottom that sort of lightens slightly as it travels upwards. And somewhat unsettlingly, there's quite a large layer of white foam on the top of it.
Well, this looks challenging. I'm up for it.
That's what I've always hoped for in a drink, is a challenging.
And so while you guys are getting your drinks and finding a table,
Yep.
who appears into...
I was at 5.
We both rolled a 4.
Okay, so why don't you both roll a d6 and see who gets highest again?
Roll.
6.
3.
Okay, I would say...
Yeah.
You go first.
So in my mind, this character wouldn't walk in, they would already be in the bar, but they would have been in the corner of the bar, very studiously, head in a book, well actually several books. You would see Sir Christopher Root, and in front of you would see this skelly, which is this intricate tapestry of human bone and woven root. Flowers bloom where his eyes once were on his skeletal head. And he has this cloth shawl, this singular cloth shawl that just kind of like wraps around him. And you'd see him buried in a book. With one arm, he's reading something, and then a root would be wrapped around a quill, and it would be writing something over there with another finger writing something else. So literally his body is this rich tapestry, and he would just be tucked in, writing studiously, furiously, as if he's trying to catch up on last night's homework that he hasn't done.
Is there any chance that, given that this place is quite busy, he's taking up a reasonable amount of table space and no one else has yet gone to that
Hugely.
table? So it's the...
Hugely.
It's the...
If we wouldn't mind making a little room for a couple of new friends hoping to share a drink together.
Excuse me. Sorry,
Oh, with pleasure.
my mind was somewhere else. Who are you?
Well, my name is Gumble Astrum
A
Sora.
fine name,
Oh, gosh.
Gumble.
Gumble is a fine name,
A
yes.
Kroken is the first Kroken I've met who I quite like, actually. I think. Possibly.
Thank you, Braum. This is Braum.
Braum.
This is a lot of information to take on at once. I'm sorry I was lost in my writings. Your name is Brown?
His name is Braum.
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 The froggy-looking one. His name is Gumble.
Yes, Gumble Astrum Sora. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Good heavens, you're a Kroken.
Yes, that was my reaction as well.
I have always said this. The Kroken is the most majestic beast.
Oh.
You are, I believe, perfect, and you are quite a stunning example of the Kroken.
I am honoured. You honour me.
No.
I know, yeah. Let me cook.
No, trust me, sir, the honour is all mine. And Brown?
Braum.
Braum.
With an M on the end.
Ah, yes.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Brown, is it?
Braum.
Braum.
I notice you wear a sword on your back.
I do.
What is written there?
Oh, my sword's name is Cleavage.
I look around.
Curious. Tell me why you've named your sword such.
Well, it is a great sword, and it cleaves things in twain.
I can see that by the looks of it. My name is Sir Christopher Root. I am a sage, a poet, and I'm so sorry for taking up so much space. Please, do join me.
Clearly very learned as well.
No, thank you.
And
I think Gumble hasn't dealt with... In Gumble's previous life, he was dealing with the sort of the common folk, and I think he's still slightly uncomfortable or doesn't know how to address anyone with a formal title. And so you see him sort of, almost as a Pavlovian response, sort of, oh, my lord, by your honour.
Please, just call me Sir Christopher.
Well, with your permission, Sir Christopher.
Are you a knight, Sir Christopher?
Oh, no. I am no knight. I once was something quite significant, and I look to one day maybe reclaim that title.
A drink? A mop?
Roll a d4, since you've already been sitting there.
2.
Oh, great. We're doing it.
So, Sir Christopher already has a martini glass sat in front of him, shaken with ice. It looks weirdly oily, and it's garnished with an anchovy.
What's the name of it?
It's called roll a world and mind check.
Sorry.
Is one of them your primary?
No. World is. I've got 3. That is a 4 and 2 2s mixed.
It's failure, right?
Yes, but I think since you've already been to the bar and gotten it, it's called a brine and mine.
I believe it's called a mind. I didn't quite catch it. My mind, you see, is not what it was.
And then obviously I reference my skull.
I don't really have a mind like I did.
We all lose a little of ourselves as time goes by.
But you see, this is why I must write stuff down. My memory is...
In a previous life, if you like, I was very much helping someone through exactly that. Scribing, writing down, and managing finances and different bits and bobs. Inventory keeping as much as anything, so if there's anything I can do to help.
A bookkeeper?
Well, of sorts, yeah, among other things.
2 learned sorts. 2 learned sorts. Well, how interesting. I tend to move amongst the more violent.
There's a time for everything.
This is true.
Sorry to inquire what brings you to this guild. It seems to be quite the ruckus today. Anything I'm missing?
Well, I mean, I've just been flapping my feet around the North Star for a little while now, looking for odd jobs, things to keep me busy, keep my nose clean.
Oh, that is why I'm here too.
Oh.
I need Dravix.
I'm looking for, well, I'm not looking for anything as much as I'm hoping something's looking for me and trying to place myself in the right places, I suppose.
I'm looking to make my way into the city. It's been quite difficult to do so for some time,
Yes,
so
I
I'm
can
just
imagine.
resting my head and trying to get my affairs in order as I wait.
At that moment, the doors open.
And actually you can't see anything because there's like a stack of huge boxes. You can't see who's behind them. Everyone please, out the way. Blood's only good if it's actually staying inside somebody's body. And sort of delivering the parcels, I guess, to where the reception might be at the North Star Guild. I got them here on time, but you really do need to focus on trying to stop the bleeding rather than, I don't know, I guess you're just kind of watching it at this point.
Oh, I'll put that behind here, I guess we...
Well, you've ordered them. I deliver them. You order them. That's kind of how this goes. But next time, just remember the bandages will stop the bleeding, but they won't actually reattach the arm.
Right, well, I'll get it to Marek. It's fine. Roll a d4. Ernesto comes over and is like, my friend, you look exhausted, my goodness.
2.
A 2. Okay, well, this would also be a brine and mine. So Saren, once again, shakes it up. Martini glass with ice, garnishes with an anchovy. Good luck.
So this little kind of tawny furred Warren sort of takes it and sort of slides it over, has a little look at it. And actually from a kind of a big medical satchel, actually it's covered in little glass bottles that sort of make little clanky noises as she moves. Takes one, sort of uncorks it and actually tips half into this little bottle and tips it back, puts it back. You can really clean a wound with some of this stuff.
I wouldn't, not with that. No, that's, it's 90% oil.
Well, maybe you can set fire to it then.
Fish oil.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can still set fire to things.
Good luck.
Anyway, sometimes you've got to cauterize the wound, especially if you can't actually, attach the arm with the bandages. But this little rabbit is very excited, and obviously her little ears have perked right up because those ears actually just give almost everything away.
It's like up above everything else you see too.
But yeah, just swings back around, traveling cloak over her shoulders, and is almost ready to sort of keep running back out the door because, well, the mail doesn't deliver itself.
How common are these? You know, we've got a Skelly, we've got an Urson, we've got a Croaken, we've now got a Warren. How?
Skelly would be very uncommon.
So-
I believe in these parts of Warren would also be.
Especially delivering the mail.
Yeah.
Warrens tend to make really good posties,
Couriers, yeah.
essentially.
I think. We've not met, but I think I've maybe. So, Gumball used to be in a circus. Gumball is the son of like circus impresarios, and so there would have been various encounters with. I think he's probably quite worldly in the sense of having met lots of different people and lots of different creatures and lots of different kin because they all had very special skills that would have been interesting to people who perform. And so I think he would recognise a Warren as someone who was kind of lithe and fast and
the proud-eared.
Have you got a parcel? Does something need delivering?
No.
Because you've got to have the right paperwork. You have to fill out the right forms. I can't just pick up anything. Once tried to take someone's leg.
Oh, a Warren. I do love a Warren. Oh, they're such funny creatures.
Please don't touch the ears.
I did not intend to.
No, I think you did. You
offended?
were sort of reaching for them. They just hands to yourself around the ears.
It's a habit I have. I do love furry ears.
Yeah. And I sort of shuffle ever so slightly to. I guess for Skelly seems less frightening.
Hello.
Hi, the bear. That's with you, right?
Oh, yes, they're two of my, now I suppose, good friends.
Yes.
This one is Brown. With
Brown.
An M.
Brown.
Brown, but
Brown?
with an M.
So Brown.
Brown.
Brown. I am brown. Yes, I am. I am a grizzly bear, but I am called Brown.
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 Well, I think we say
Brown.
I think we're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you all doing here?
Well, I'm writing, I suppose. I've been here for quite some time. I can't quite remember, and we were just passing the time sharing a story.
Are you on the clock at the moment?
Well, things always need taking from here and taking to there, and, well, if you're late, then bad things happen.
I love that about the Warrens.
What do you do in the moments where no one's put a parcel in your hand or given you a mission? I mean, perhaps there could be time for, and I tap the stool, a drink.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I was early, so I suppose I've got time back. Although, what are you even drinking?
This is called a skull crusher, I believe.
Oh, I do have something for that.
Oh, excellent. Well, in that case, and I'd like to knock my drink back as
Okay.
in one.
So this drink is unbelievably strong.
Mm-hmm.
You're very drunk, and you have Bane on your next shadow and social checks within the next hour.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I have never seen a Croaken drink like that. Bold like the Urson bolds that I come from. I will follow your example, good Gumball. And he picks up his drink and he tries to knock back an entire highball glass of whatever it is.
So what does this taste like? So you've seen that it's indigo. It's got like a little bit of an ombre effect, and it's got this white foam on the top. I will tell you, you now have poison resistance for the next hour.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh, that's
sucked.
That was very good. I might have another one of those sometime. It tastes of raspberries and chocolate and whipped cream.
I've sort of taken another little bottle and I've taken the cork and I guess I've got it under your little nose. I'm almost trying to get you to.
I look like
focus.
I suddenly look like I have fewer bones.
Are you disguising this feeling well?
Well, apparently I'm just drunk. Right? I have Bane on Soul and Shadow. Did you say? Or
That's it's shadow and any social.
Shadow and any
yeah.
social.
Could I do like a body and world check to see if I can
See if he's drunk.
see what the effect that this drink has had on him,
Let's
whether it's
say-
a good thing or a bad
Let's
thing.
say it's kind of akin to insight, so maybe a soul and mind
Great,
check.
soul and mind. Great. a 5, a 6, a 2, and a 1.
That's a success. So yes, you can absolutely tell the drink the effect that it's having on him.
I can see that it's had an effect, and I like that effect because as a skelly, it's very hard to feel something so to feel alive because he is essentially dead, and he sees this as an opportunity to celebrate his new friends. So Christopher is going to go. Is it Saren who's the
Saren, my good friend.
Yeah, you're right.
I would love to get 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to get 4 more of whatever he's having.
And you know that thing where I'm sure there is a sort of a female or femme equivalent of this, but like when you're at the urinal and you realise how drunk you are because you're laughing alone with your head on the tiles. He's sort of like his body's making a series of noises that he's fascinated by.
Them.
Please, to celebrate with my friends, please put it on my room.
That's very kind of you.
Again, with the gloves, the metal flask, pouring them out very carefully. Puts them on the tray. All right, yeah. What are you not all here for anyway?
I take that and empty it into another little vial. But at the same time, I'm gonna actually, while you're doing the, I'm almost just gonna throw another like shot of something down his neck from another vial, and I'm gonna give him a stimulant, which gives an ally a boon 2 on their next check. So I'm essentially just leveling him out.
Somewhat cancels it out, yeah. I will say that it doesn't sober him up, but it will negate some of the negative effects of this drink.
Keeps sticking his tongue out super long, and as if he's never done it before. It's like jumping at the length of his own tongue.
At this, I think the door opens again, and another figure walks in.
Is this just a regular door, or is it like a double door to a...
I pictured this
Everyone.
There's 4 doors. You see...
It's a stable door, you go over the top.
Both doors open, these 2 beautiful...
Aragorning the door.
Yeah, these beautiful long wings sweep in, and this sort of like they turn out and up. And there's a little chuckle on a table between a few people having a conversation here, and Ansa Stultus just kind of puts a little wing on the back of one and says, "Hey, yes, very good."
Hello.
Very good.
That's a
And he walks.
very handsome dog.
He walks up to the bar and he's got this long sort of flicked quiff that he just flicks his head, and of course he's got a long neck, so it just kind of it's a really elaborate. It's a really elaborate.
It's like
motion.
Jack the Whipper, but
Like people having to move out the way.
And his long bill at the very end. There's just 2 very faint, sort of slightly darker, more orange flecks at the end, which would resemble a nice little mustache, but it's just the colouring of his bill. And he strolls up to the bar, puts down a wing. It's very nice to meet you.
All right, if you want a drink token, it's Ernesto over there. He'll...
Ernesto!
my friend, good to meet you.
Ernesto! It's
You
very
look
nice to meet
very
you. How are you
dashing.
doing? You good?
Ernesto, you kind of roll me, we're gonna say that's a soul and mind check.
I've got 5. So that's a 4, a 6, a 5, 2, 1.
Okay, you see Ernesto's eyes flick very, very briefly to your mustache. His is drawn on. So quite intimidated. He's like, my friend, you look so dashing today.
Ernesto, you pay me a big compliment. I appreciate this.
Well, you know.
Very nice yourself. You look very, very dashing.
Thank you. It is what I aim for. You know, I mean, it's good to
put
for
it off so
business.
well.
You like to. I'd say I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I've not seen you here before.
No, I am out traveling the world, looking for something a little bit special. You know.
A little bit special, you
It's very,
say.
very hard to explain when maybe you are not of the psychic kind of mind like me.
Well, I mean, as I have a business mind, you know. I make money.
A man about business,
A
with
man
a
in the
business mind.
Yes,
Very, very good.
Yes. You're not in the business. You're not in business.
I'm in every business, you know. I'm a bit here, a bit there. I kind of follow.
A drink
wherever
for
my
a
bill
drink for
takes
my
me.
new friend. Yeah, a drink for my new friend. Roll me a d4.
1.
So this is similar to Brom's drink again. Lots of weathered pouches. It's shaken up and poured. Roll a world and mind check.
World 1. Okay, 4. 2, 2, 1, 4.
You've sort of heard of this drink. It's the foam that sort of triggers your memory. You can't quite place it, but it's a drink that's fairly well known in this region.
Ernesto, this is a.
This is it's a specialty in
The
this area.
foam is.
Sea salt is a sea.
And it gives this smell. The
This-
aroma is a kind of a.
Is a little bit of a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not, but some say the original recipe comes from the kraken. It's a kraken venom. So it's interesting.
Delightful.
It's
Nice.
right. This is good. It's good. It's
Want me
good.
to try now?
You try it.
Drink
It's
it now?
good. Delicious. I will have one with you.
Okay.
Darren, get
Okay.
another.
Sure.
Cheers, my friend.
Hey,
To new ventures.
to you.
Very salty. Poison resistance for the next hour.
I want to say a big thank you for his kindness you have shown me.
Of course, we share the wealth around here. You enjoy yourself.
Thank you.
I'll be around.
And he turns. No, fine.
He does. You can
I
turn. Your
turn.
characters can turn.
He turns and sees, scans around and sees this table of kind of like, obviously slightly mismatched people. Strolls over. Greetings. How are we doing? Good? You very good?
Yeah, good. It turns out if you mix this one with that one, you can turn it into this kind of thing that when you throw it, it kind of sinks over everything, and then you can set fire to it.
Wow, you really are a fascinating little eared thing, aren't you? You know everything. Let me write this down.
So what are we setting fire to?
I'm trying to decide if I should drink this. Gumble there had one and, well,
Gamble. How do you do? It's nice to meet you. I am Answer Stultus.
But
Is he okay?
gumble.
He's had a drink.
He's had a rather hearty drink, and I don't understand why he can't take it.
You are in a good place. Eh? Ain't no grumble from the gamble. Eh?
Gumble, Gumble, look at me. And I drink it, and because I'm a skeleton, it just goes right through me, go through my entire body, and he's got a little, and you'll see underneath his chair, he just has like a little pot where all the liquid's gone. So it's all been pageantry and he can't feel anything. He's because he's a skelly anyway, he's resistant to poison anyway, so it just goes straight through. Look, you can't take or drink. In fact, have some of mine.
Pulls the pot.
Hey, this is bold. I like this.
Yeah.
Wait, you have nobody, but they dare say you are not a nobody, huh?
And this would be a combination of however many drinks he's had over the time. So it would be like one of those weird things that the student you'd make as a student where you'd pour all those drinks together.
So Ansel
Dirty
just
pint.
takes a little smell of it and smells that this is a weird, like, okay, thank you. I appreciate
It's fishy. It's strong alcohol.
So-
and there's a little bit of something else there you can't quite place.
Okay. The fishiness is what's going to kind of push Answer through to take a sip because he's a swoos. He's a fan of fish, so he takes a little. How many years in here?
I've been here for quite a few hours, so I'd say 6 or 7 different.
Okay.
Roll 2d4.
1 and 4.
Yeah, that's hella strong. And is also there's also a sizable bit of sea water in that too.
Okay, so
You also have Bane on your next side. Social checks. and
this
you're
is
fair.
maybe something I'll come back to a little bit later. I am maybe okay to just leave it here for now. Answer, you are
my name is Brown.
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 Briefly wakes
Like
up.
brown with an M.
Brown. Like what is it? Brown.
Yes.
I believe we are saying the same thing.
Anyways, well met. What is your name, sir?
My name is Answer.
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 I believe we're saying the
I
same.
believe we are saying the same thing. You are a Ursin, yes?
Urson, yes. Well identified.
Very nice.
And you are a goose.
A Sus.
A swoosh.
A Sus.
Ah.
Yes. Sus is a little bit sweet, a little bit loose. I am a Sus.
Loosey goosey.
No, I'm not a goose, I'm a Sus.
I know. Your name is Answer. You are a swoosh.
This is correct.
I do remember the time before you were called Swoos, before your kind were named as such.
Signians. Oh, we were called Signians, and we lost our name to a gamble with a god. But hey,
Well, it's very
how many
unfortunate.
people would get the attention of a god?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
I think you're going to miss all of the shots you're going to take.
That's all right. I'm currently not doing anything with these. Pull these these are all. Whoa!
And if you think she could
From
move
behind the
quickly
bar says,
before-
I.
Well, they're not
No, we
loaded,
have to
sir.
get away.
Listen up, you big bitch.
Please put us away.
Answer puts a long wing across both arms like that and just pushes down.
Well,
No weapons in here.
Maybe
They're
it's not
not weapons,
the time or the place to be pulling these out.
they're relics.
And you see Brown clocks these pistols, and you just see him kind of take a little seat back, and as they go away, he starts to eye up Gumble a bit more closely.
Okay, anyone who wants to can make a soul and a mind check to see if they notice that.
I'm not going.
No, I don't think
completely.
I don't think you see anything.
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 are failures, right? And 5, 6 are
Correct.
successes.
Yeah.
2 5s, 2 4s, and a 3.
So 2 5s.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 2 5s. I would say that's sort of a success. You notice something.
Okay.
Something shifted there.
Answer takes the other wing and just ever so slightly just puts it on Brown's shoulder.
Yeah, 2 successes for me.
Okay, you absolutely noticed that Braum has noticed something about specifically those guns.
I mean, no one likes guns, but you do have a giant sword on your back.
It's not that I don't like guns. I admire guns. It is those guns.
They're very beautiful.
Something about
They are.
those guns?
They have a certain sheen about them I recognize.
I think he might be flirting with you a little
I
bit.
think he is. I sort of stick one, just sort of lean over and allow one to rest on the table. What do you think of that?
I think I have seen weapons such as those before. And he reaches down to his holster and he pulls out a very similar looking pistol and lays it on the table.
Is there anything I can do that in this moment? I feel like that's something I don't know if I've necessarily been looking for it, but that's important to me. Is there anything I can roll to try and sober up?
Why don't you...
Well, you've got the boon 2 from
Yes.
me.
I do.
So why don't you roll... Let's say a double body check. So your body stat twice.
Yep.
And you
And I
can use the
take
boon if
2
you want
fours
to.
potentially
Yes.
and make them success.
Because if this is such a shock to your system
Yes. Yeah.
that you will have noticed that, then you can
I don't think I'm going to need it. 6, 2 5s, and a 2.
absolutely. Yeah, this gun it stirs something in you that immediately. It's like kind of like when you're really like drunk in the bathroom and
Yeah.
you're like I need to
Yeah.
There's
pull it.
danger.
I need to,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to sober up right now.
Where did you find this?
It is a family heirloom.
Which I look around. This is a very busy space.
It is.
Brad, we should perhaps have a conversation at another quieter time, perhaps.
I think that is a good suggestion. Where did you get those?
Gift.
A gift, you say?
on my life. A gift.
A fine gift.
A gift after fine service.
We will have to speak more on this. And he reholsters his pistol.
And look at this. Finding common ground to make a conversation. He's nice. He's very nice.
He was convinced he didn't like my kind as well. He said some dreadful things when
We
he
do
first
not make
came in.
assumptions about someone based on who they are. We wait for them to show their character, you know?
I merely said that I hadn't met any Krokans who I found particularly likable.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
Sorry, I did not catch your names.
Well, you can call me Merit. I'm a medic.
No one is a just. No one is a just.
No.
You are a merit is a good thing, no?
No, it's a great thing, and you seem like the kind of person who would make sure that I stay very employed.
And you are
Sir Christopher Root. Apologies for the
Sir
appearance.
Christopher Root.
Sometimes it puts people off, but I try and keep myself to myself.
He's a skelly of great intellect and potential means.
But not tonight.
No, not tonight.
a keen mind.
Yes.
Getting to the root of it, eh?
Very good.
Do you write these things down? Or you turn up with it? This is very the badinage.
What can I say is, you spend long enough in dinner conversations, you maybe pick up a thing or two, you know.
That accent, where is that accent from? I've never heard that accent.
Go on, Jordan, pin it down.
We don't like to get political here, but I absolutely think that if this was the real world, you absolutely vote reform.
Absolutely. It is.
And that's fine. That's fine. But
No,
I'm going to go there and say
but he votes reform. I don't like your kind.
You know, I think I've traveled around a lot and I pick things up here, there. The source we like to fly, we like to migrate a little bit, you know, I guess a little cold there, we make a move to here. A nicer climate, you know.
There is something of the ringmaster in your bearing. Some of the insouciant self-confidence one needs to command a belt head full of people.
Oh, but I find in any situation there is always someone who needs to maybe take control of the conversation, you know?
And that's normally you.
I find it to be the case, yes.
And people listen.
Well, I'm hooked.
Well, I don't know if anybody listens, but it is something I have taken upon myself to try.
Well, I must say, I actually really rather like your accent. It's lovely, and your mustache is glorious.
My mustache.
Yes.
I do not have a mustache. What?
The little hairy above
No,
your.
this is in my bill.
Oh, I do apologize. I'm very sorry.
It's fine. It's okay.
Speaking of bills, should we settle
You
up?
want to be settling?
Yeah,
It is on
we-
this. This one here is saying he's going to cover the bill.
No.
He's very, very kind of you.
No.
Thank you so much.
At this point, Ernesto comes over. My friends, how are you all doing? You enjoying your drinks?
I am enjoying a what would you call this? And it's the pot of everything.
I call that an interesting choice. Where did you get that?
He got it from underneath me.
Yes.
It was a chamber pot of the skelly.
Okay, well, you know, is new experiences every day. New experiences all the time. I love it.
Ernesto, it would honor me too if you would also sup from
The equivalent of him coming out, there's a urinal cake on a plate.
Ernesto, please.
Well, you know, this is very irregular, but I guess I can try it. New friends and all that. And he takes a very cautious sip. Is quite drunk. Also, by the way, anyone who had the D4, boon to fishing checks for the next hour. The briny one.
Whoa.
But yes, so Ernesto is immediately quite hit by this drink. He's like, So, it's gone straight to my head. What are you doing here in this bar? Are you looking for work? You looking for?
I was looking at the board, Resto, but there seems to be nothing on the slate for now. Was hoping to find something to keep me in Dravix.
Well, there's it's a big day. It's a big week. It's a big month for the festival. Like there's
Festival.
the festival of the vine. It's what I've been making money on for the past couple of weeks because, of course, the roads are closed to the capital. Apart from the merchants, me, getting wine to the capital. It's good. It's good work.
I've always thought there would be. You ever been to the capital during the festival? I haven't.
I have not. I love a good festival.
I have been before, yes.
I've always thought there might be opportunities for, well, whatever it was that took your fancy at the festival, if you could only find a way in.
If you're serious about this, making money, going to the capital, I may have work, but I can't give it to just anybody. So finish your drinks, have a bit of fun. Maybe join me for some fishing in a little while, and we discuss the possibility of working together, new relationships.
And of course, taking things to the festival potentially would be a form of delivering.
Exactly.
You're
Festivals always keep us busy.
you're in the business of couriering, yes?
I'm a Warren, am I not? We're always running the roads around here. And the roads around here are pretty busy at the moment.
And you, sir, you look quite strong, yes?
I like to think so.
And the rest of you have many interesting talents. My new
That is a very kind way of saying I do not look strong.
yes, but you can command a room, no?
Stop it.
Because, however, this might be the most important talent that I need for this upcoming job. So, I don't know. We talk later.
And I will come fishing. Stultus will never say no to a fish.
Then you should. This place is a good little spot. There's a private garden, private fishing port. It's great. It's great. You see.
Very nice.
And he gets up and sort of like a little bit shakily wanders off again. And yeah.
So you are in pursuit of the coin.
It's a means to an end. Really, it's not quite the coin so much as the connection. You know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm putting the feelers out. You know, putting the bait on the hook, seeing who bites. You know.
Very good.
Saren has been kind of like, it's busy and it's getting busier, so he's going around the tables, lifting glasses, sort of cleaning things up, wiping things down, and he sort of like is hovering around your area and sort of makes a sort of show of wiping down the table, and he's kind of not looking at you, but sort of speaking to the group, and he goes, none ended up traveling to Urwick that didn't find a reason to be here. Arrive with curiosity and a steady hand, it'll go part way with you. Urwick's a place where you find the hidden path. Friend when needed. Treasure will appear just at the right time. Make your mark here, work with the right people, and your names will be heard in the furthest reaches of Akeroth. Listen to him. He's good. He'll keep you right. And he walks off.
I think maybe a little bit of practice went into this, no? It was very nice words. Very nice.
I mean, Saren's always had an ear to the ground, as it were. I mean, there's not a lot goes on here that slips past them, perhaps. If they're vouching for Ernesto and he is what he is as he is, then there could be, however one defines profit in it. For Braum, for me.
Braum.
You are also looking for the coin?
I am definitely in need of coin.
Hey, and Ursin putting the Urs in purse, huh?
You might be the most extraordinary creature I've ever met.
Take a melody point for that.
Don't reward that.
I have to, I'm afraid.
The rules.
Quite literally, the rules say.
Well, it would seem that Saren could be right. Ernesto needs someone to do a job for him and sees potential in us, however unlikely our meeting has been. And I would spend more time with Gumble.
What do you say?
I say we do it. I mean, there's got to be stuff in the city that we need, and I'll definitely find more things to take there and more things to bring back. And I can definitely fill up some more of these little vials.
Feels as though maybe your need to deliver is a bit of a compulsion, no?
It's actually just who I am, and it's what I do. We were raised to do it. That's the whole point of Warrens. We take everything and we go really quickly, and we get there before anybody else. If you need something and you want something, you call us.
This is what I love about Warrens. They come fast and on time.
Have you ever stopped to think? Have you ever stopped to think?
No, no melody point. Insane.
What a merit is when maybe you stop.
Well, if we stop, then things don't get delivered. And if you need something, what happens if I don't arrive? What happens if I'm too late? What happens if you need bandages or herbs or healing and we just don't turn up?
She's spiraling.
Purpose is good.
Why don't you have another of those drinks?
Well, I meant he should back the hell off. let her deliver for pity's sake. And Sir Christopher, you're looking for
A way into the city. I've been waiting here for a few days, hoping to come across such intrepid adventurers as yourself.
It seems that there is at least a confluence of intent here.
More than I think you know. For Merit, I truly feel in all of my lives I have understood one thing, that things happen precisely as they mean to.
Shut up. How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you stand where he stood?
Sorry.
He arrives.
I
Precisely.
can run him in stuff.
Things happen as they mean to, and sometimes they shouldn't be rushed. Sometimes we must wait. I've waited a long time, Merit, for this moment.
Yeah, but it sounds like you've waited many lives.
And it excites me. It excites me meeting you four. This was not an accident that we met here today. I've been sitting at this same table, in my books, and you four happened to come into my life. I think this means something.
I too feel this. I feel it in my bone. No offense. I feel it in my bone.
None taken, it's all I have.
Melody point for Braun.
But I must say that we will surely have our differences, for we are from different parts of this grand world, but I feel we'll work together. I see strength in all of us. Weakness too, but if we work together, we will get to where we need to go. And we will get you your Draviks.
Yes. Yes, Dravix. Well, did Ernesto leave any instruction beyond have a little fish? I mean, perhaps we could see whether he's amenable to...
You've been here before, so you'd know that the North Star has its own private dock where fishing can occur for people who frequent the place and who do work. So you would be welcome to use its private dock. It would be out a back entrance, not the way you came in.
Yep.
But further down and loops around the back to where the North Star is sort of nestled into the side of the cliffs surrounding Tow.
Fine day to see what the sea has to offer. Give us a chance to chat without so many listening ears, prying eyes.
My friend, why don't you lead the way?
With pleasure.
So
Slap, 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 slap. Wet feet.
It takes a while to move through the bar. It is getting busy at this point because people are very much enjoying the drink tokens that Ernesto has provided. But you make your way, and
As you go through the bar, so real quick, every now and then, every time they pass a table, there's a chuckle or something. Answer just goes, very good.
it's just a wave of
Very handsome duck.
Swos.
and yeah, so you leave, and it's almost immediately the relief of leaving the chatter of the bar behind. You step out onto a very serene dock that also just has a little sort of private beach that arches around. Everyone roll me a d4.
I'd like to say I think I'm probably instinctively carrying your books or helping you carry your books.
Thank you.
1.
One for me too.
One for me.
Oh.
2.
Okay. So the three of you sort of like step out into this gorgeous afternoon. The sunlight is just it's not too oppressive, but it is kind of like a beautiful blue sky. And as you look up, the lighthouse beam sort of sweeps very gently over you, and it feels strangely invigorating. Like you have a renewed excitement about this group that you've just made acquaintance with, and about the adventure that potentially lies before you. In that moment, what do you each think about?
I'm thinking about the chamber, and I'm thinking about the meaning behind the weapon that Brown has, and I am wondering if perhaps I'm on the edge of something I've been looking for a very long time.
And what do you think of, Brown?
I am thinking about those pistols and what they may mean. And very curious about this Crokin, who has impressed me with his ability to slam back a drink. And, I'm quite enjoying getting to know, actually. I think that this Crokin is different. He's quite nice.
Merritt, how about you?
The road ahead. Like, what that's going to look like, what you're going to find along the way, what it must be like to journey on this road during this time with the festival, and how that changes something that you've maybe walked 1,000 times before, but you have that feeling that this time that road is going to be unique and different, and how exciting that is.
For those who rolled a 2, your eyes are drawn further out to sea at first. It's very calm. It's a very calm day. The sea is sort of like echoing the sky a little bit, It's blue and it's hopeful, and there's a sense of excitement there. But then the wind sort of ruffles your feathers or your flowers.
Oh yeah.
Does it whistle through the bones? Do
you ever lose petals? Do they loom again?
I will.
Okay.
No. This is actually a good moment. I'm walking next to you, right? What was your name again?
Answer.
On a postcard.
Answer. Lovely to meet you. May I give you an offering?
And I pull one of the flowers out of my eye, and it plucks it straight out. And then I hand it to you.
Well, goodness.
And then you'll just see another flower just like replace it. So it's almost like the roots and the vines inside of Christopher are still alive. So even though he's bone, there's almost like they're like arteries and veins of like almost he's also part of an internal forest.
This is a great gift. It is a piece of you.
As you hold that flower in front of you, the sea is behind, and as your eyes focus on the flower, but for a moment they flick out to sea, and you can swear you saw something dark move beneath the waves, just for a second. And then all is calm again.
Answer, he puts the flower in sort of the short feathers around sort of his temple, what we consider temple, on a normal human skull. Tucks it in here.
Sir Christopher, you have lived how many lives?
More than I can remember.
Have any of them ever taken you to sea?
No. It was not really my realm. There were others who spoke the words of the seas.
Well, as someone who has been on the sea, that I just saw then did not seem normal.
Nothing about this world is normal. Nor can we ever really explain it. We can merely go with, to use your analogy, the tide.
Can I just study a little closer, like look in that spot where I thought I saw?
You can. You can make me a, let's say it's a mind and shadow check.
3 5s, a 1 and a 2.
So, the shadow is gone. It was big and it was very, very quick. It was far out. But as you look out, you also notice that there is another person on the beach. So not on the dock that you're on, but on the main beach.
Yeah.
Who is also looking out to where that shadow was.
Okay.
It's an old man.
Okay.
And you see him for a moment looking, and then going back to what he was doing, he's holding a lot of nets.
Hello!
He's quite far away.
Hello!
God, he's good.
Really great adjustment.
He looks up from the thing that he's doing.
How are you, my friend?
Very well. How are you?
Good. You're fishing.
Tending to the nets.
Okay. Can we come and join you?
By all means.
Yeah. Ernesto said something about the fishing, no?
Ernesto, anyone who, all of you, I would say actually it's hard to miss. Ernesto is on the end of the dock that you're currently on. So to go to the beach, which you can absolutely do, you'd have to leave this dock, go back through the guild and onto the beach.
Right,
proper.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's almost like that's the public beach.
Yes.
And we're
right.
in this.
You're in the little, yes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Forget about it.
You can absolutely do that. But
No way, nerd!
Is this where we were supposed to fish?
Well, I think there's the bad with the answers.
Oh,
hello, my friend.
Ernesto.
How are you?
I am very good. I am very good.
Why not grab a rod? Come join me.
Now that is an offer I have never turned down before. So,
The fishing rod, yes?
oh,
Yes,
okay.
absolutely.
There's
I am
the bait, the fishing rod, the catch is good today.
I am
It's
happy
good
to do
every
this
day,
as
but
well,
you know. And you can, there is kind of like, because this is a private dock, you get the sense that there are shared sort of resources at the end of it. So it's like any sort of frequenters of the guild, there is like a shared sort of stand where there are some relatively okay looking rods on the end, and there is sort of like a bucket of bait that you can use if you see fit.
Would anyone like to join me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Certainly.
Your big claws. They are. Have you fished before?
I have many times.
But do you use the claws?
Sometimes it is my preferred method, yes, but from a dock it can be difficult.
Have you used a rod before?
I have used many rods before.
Goodness.
Oh.
I feel as though we maybe have a similar life path, you know?
This is saltwater, right?
Correct.
So I this is not. I'm sort of freshwater.
So yeah, I wouldn't jump in.
So I wouldn't. Yeah. So instinctively, my thing would be that I would just, sit in there and go fishing in the way in which I would have always done
accustomed.
it. But I think on this occasion, I would.
Ernesto is also a croakin, and you can see that he's kind of sat
Yeah.
on the dock with the little rod himself,
Yeah.
just kind of like, he's not really. He's looking at you guys. To be
Yeah.
honest, he's sort of like the appearance of fishing, but his mind isn't really on it. So.
I'd like to pick up a rod.
Sir Christopher?
I provide my own.
And you're going to see like a root kind of like come out of his hand. And so it's got a very sharp end. So it's almost as sharp to a point as, an actual hook would be.
You you rolled a D2 on the drinks tokens, didn't you? So you do have a boon, I would say, on fishing checks.
Yes.
So I'm going to say you have boon 2 on fishing checks now because you've provided your own rod.
Yeah.
I'll take a regular rod and just, start to move down towards my own.
Yeah, same.
He's,
Absolutely.
Not all of us who can do this, no?
Oh, I mean, and the tongue comes out incredibly fast, grabs something from the bait box.
Well, we are all full of tricks and surprises today.
Yeah, but if you eat all the bait, what are we going to use?
Well, it was a one time, it was a flourish.
All right, so I'm going to say whoever would like to fish, fishing, which is something that you can do as part of guilds in Legends of Akeroth, which is very fun if your guild has a fishing spot. You can make a check, which is spending a farm action, which I'm going to say that you'll have because you're here, and make a mind and a world check for me.
Okay.
I get a boon.
So everyone can cast off.
And is it just a boon, isn't it? Boon 1 for that drink?
That would, yes. So that would be a 1. So you can turn 1. So a boons and banes is a very fun system where when you're making checks, which is your pool of d4s, a boon can turn a 4, which would otherwise be considered a failure, into a 5.
D6s.
D6s. What did I say?
D4s.
I'm so sorry. So you have your pool of D6s, and yes, you can turn a 4 into a 5, which would be considered a success. So how did everyone do?
I got 0.
Okay.
And if you'll allow me to flavour it,
Of course.
I think.
So you cast off.
I do. I cast
This
off.
is not your preferred way of fishing.
It's not. I find it a bit weird, and I think perhaps as Brown kind of moves into my island, perhaps his cloak moves a little, and I just see that flash of the revolver at his hip, and I feel like that question and this desire to unpack all that is kind of itching inside me, and I get my line immediately tangled in Ernesto's. And if you have ever fished, there's nothing worse than getting your line. Do you know what I mean? I'm just ruining
across
it
the
for him.
streams.
Oh, sorry, Ernesto.
Oh, it's fine. It's,
Sorry, Ernesto.
It's all right. There's nothing biting anyway for me today.
2, 6, and 5.
So I'm going to call that a very, very much a full success. So roll me another d6, please.
3.
So it barely touches the water, and you've immediately gotten a bite, and you sort of start to reel this in. It's kind of like it's a flatfish. It's sort of flapping away, and it's not the best looking thing, but you recognize this as a mud crawler, which you can sell for 15 dravics, or you can use, because there's not really great eating on it, you can use it as bait to gain boon on your next fishing check.
Gambol. Look, you see, this is how it is done.
Ah, very nice.
So what you want to do, you get it a nice back and the flick. You get it a bit further out. You make sure you don't get it tangled in the other line. It kind of tends to maybe get in the way of what you were trying to do. What they're trying to
Wasn't
do.
my
So,
intention originally.
So,
Aiming for his
when you look at this, you see this?
Yeah.
There is not a lot of meat on this. I think, but maybe it's a very good way of catching something a bit better,
And then what did you say? You rolled 2 5s and a 6, was it?
2 6s and a
2 6.
5.
Roll me a d10.
10.
Whoa!
Ooh,
I love your tiny little-
interesting. So, something very unusual has come up from the deep. I'm going to have you roll on the common items table. This is an abyssal catch. Let's see what you got. Yeah.
Isn't that wasn't that your Tinder bio?
What, something unusual from the deep?
Abyssal.
Let's see. So, roll me a d20.
I don't use D20s very
I
often.
know.
19.
Fucking hell. Sorry.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so
Cthulhu.
something really big. It's not a fish. Something really big is caught on your hook, and you're kind of straining, and you're for a second, you're like, what is that? Is it a jellyfish? Is it something? It's it's sort of flapping in the water as it comes to the surface. But then as it rises, it's fabric. It's a tent. When used during a rest in the field, treat it as a proper safe haven. It clears the resource clock. So this is something that you can use to rest when you're out and about.
We got a tent this early? Any
Tents felt like diphthery.
iconic.
They
Oh
just
my god.
Bram! Hey, Bram!
Ah, well, yes.
Can you
give me a paw.
Absolutely.
It is very big.
And the Brown
He's
reaches
a-
over. He's with
not
one hand
easy
because
to
he's got
try.
his rod in his other hand, and he places a hand on Sar's shoulder and kind of gives him a little.
It's heavy, it's wet, and it is big, so you're...
Could you lean over and grab it?
I reach down.
I'll use my tongue to try and help this.
I try to hook whatever it is with my claws.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bring
And you
it
can
up.
sort of like raise, and you can see Brahm's muscles just strain on this and you almost lose one of your hats. But you manage to pull it up, and yes, it is a tent that you can use.
Would you look at this?
A tent.
It's not something I've ever could say I have taken from the sea before, you know.
You caught that tent with a fish. That's the strangest series of events I think I've ever witnessed. You went fishing, you got an ugly fish, you put the fish back in, and caught a tent.
It got caught on the thing. What's deep sea fishing?
Is
You
he,
can
amazing.
find Whatever,
Is the
whatever
fish
it
still
is.
here? Is he?
A sentient.
Can I look through and see if the tent, if the tent is still, if the fish is still in the tent?
There are bigger fish inside the tent, which is what
It's like on the corner. Yep.
Cancer pulls it
Help.
out, holds it up.
Thank you, my friend. For this, you can return to the sea.
And he throws it back.
I mean, you've had it on the hook. It just sort of flips on the top.
Have you ever seen those videos where people have
He's
kept
gone.
a fish a little too long and try to put it back in, like, off you go?
He's actually just dead.
He puts a wing around Gumball.
Maybe this one is going to catch you.
I reached for it. It's already gone. This is just not my
Very
skill
good.
set.
Yeah. We're doing a good job.
Can I shoot the fish?
You're-
To loose around the dead fish. I don't know how I do that. Where do you even want me to run through?
I mean, I don't think you do because it's a dead fish. I don't like it's literally shooting fish in a
Like
barrel.
shooting fish in a sea.
Little twirl back in the holster.
Ooh.
What a waste of good fish.
That was an interesting thing to do, my friend. You shot the dead fish. I assume there was a reason for you doing it. Are you okay?
Yeah, no.
We all
The skull
good?
crushers had a little bit of a lasting effect on me, I feel.
You had the skull crusher.
It was a lot of drink.
It's,
Well,
well, it's
actually,
small,
very
it's
little
a very
drink,
small
but
drink,
a lot of
but it
drink
goes
in
a
a little
long
drink.
way. Yes, yes. From what did you roll for your
Easy,
fish?
I have right.
I rolled a 6 and a 1.
A 6 and a 1. I would say that's mixed success. Yeah, you can roll a d10.
3.
It's another mud crawler. You also get one of. It's not the same one.
Oh my god!
The hole in my fish.
It goes straight through the hole.
That one is
you-
just splattered.
You can choose to use that as bait or to get a boon on your next.
Quick,
My hand
Throw it
instinctively
back.
goes to my gun. My other gun.
throw it back and we might get another tent.
Well, I saw how well that worked for you, Answer. I shall try this again.
Absolutely, you can do that. So roll me another fishing check. That's mind and world.
World? Mm-hmm. That's 1 success.
All right. Well, roll me another d10.
1.
So it's a smaller fish than the mud crawler that comes up, but it is a prettier fish. It's sort of skitters on up as you sort of pull it from the water, and it's making a good go of escape. But this is you recognize this as a silver scale. It sells for 30 Dravix, or it restores 1d6 HP when cooked. So there's training
Oh,
on
what
that.
a beautiful fish. I do love these silver scales. They're wonderful. Have you seen one before? He swings.
Congratulations, my friend. These are good. These nice when you cooked over the fire. Yes.
These right here is the
Right in that camera.
hey, it's not a tent, but silver is good nonetheless, no? Eh?
Oh, I do love a silver scale. And he unhooks it and he pops it into a little.
You put a fish in your pocket.
Yeah, well,
Suffocating
it's a,
slowly in
I
his
think maybe you might need to give it a hit.
He hits it with his New
No,
York Yankees
okay.
hat.
Merritt, what did you roll?
She is not enjoying this. Literally just throws the fishing rod down, looks at all of this and goes, well, I don't like fish anyway.
Yeah, not
And just
everyone.
sort of sits down and actually looks at whatever your weird sort of fishing arm is now doing.
Well, I got 3 successes, so I say everything happens for a reason, and you see me break off my arm and hand it to you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, roll me 3D 10s.
Or 3d10s.
You got 3 successes. So.
Whoa, that's crazy too. I should have got these prepped for these. 2 6s and an 8.
Okay, so you, for these successes, you've kind of just been like throwing the rod in and almost immediately getting a catch, reeling it back up. Your first 2 attempts, it's a much bigger fish. It's a golden color, and you sort of reel these 2 up. They're kind of on the same line. You recognize these as golden fins. You can sell for 60 Dravix, or they restore 2d6 HP when cooked. Your third attempt, this is much more difficult to reel up. The water sort of like sloshes a lot as it kind of breaks the surface. It is long, it is dark. It's a very unusual for this area. It's a deep stone eel. It'll sell for 80 Dravix, or it'll grant a +1 to body until the next downtime when cooked.
You know what we used to get on Lake Asmar? Carp. Unbelievable.
You're making a nice bit of money over here.
I was never a fisherman. This is just something that maybe I was, I don't know. Obviously, I didn't have this in another life. I didn't exactly look like this before.
You have a real talent for it, my friend. I didn't even know they had these eels in this part.
I have a relationship with nature,
You have affinity, yes?
very much so.
Putting the fin in.
An affinity with the
Very
fin.
good, yeah.
Very good.
I see what you did there. It's
Yes.
good.
But I must say that some of my colleagues, my contemporaries, had more of an affinity with water than I did. My affinity was with the forest.
It's interesting that you say that, because, well, let me be frank. I have a job. If you are interested in money, you say you want to travel, yes. I have a job for you, but I need to know that you're up for the task. There is a way that we can find this out quickly, but it requires visiting any points down the beach, and you see hewn into the cliffs of Tow. There's one singular little cave that's set into the mountainside, and it's got deep etchings around the side, and looks very calm. There's nothing really sort of ominous or out of place about it, but he says, the shrine of water, it's how we make sure that new faces are not wasting our time. So I propose you go there, you find what's at the end, you come back, we shake, we're in business together.
Could I spend some melody points?
Yes, you can. Let's talk about melody points though.
So there are various things you can do with them, right? You can use them sometimes for like class abilities, but you can also alter the narrative or use your moment.
So melody points are, yes, they're a very exciting new feature of Legends of Akeroth. Melodies are not quite magic, but they are akin to magic, and some heroes can use them. And yes, melody points are sort of earned through the story, through heroic moments, and you can use them in a variety of ways. You can use them to help an ally, for example. You can re-roll sometimes. You can alter the narrative. You can perform a melody, or yes, you can use your moment. What would you like to do?
I think this might be more of an alter the narrative, but what I would like to do is perhaps have, as a result of my time in this area, use 2 melody points to alter the narrative, so either I have a sense of what might await us in here, either by rumor or by actual factual report, if that's possible.
Yes, of course. So yeah, you've spent some time in this place, and you've done business around here before, but nothing has ever led you to the Shrine of the Sea, which is what this place is. But you do know of it, and you know that it is Toe is a very friendly place. It's not a place where people are swindled, and it's not a place where people are led astray. It is very honest, and it is filled with honest people. The shrine has been here a very long time. It is as old as the lighthouse. It is not a place where people are sent to die. It's a place where people are challenged, and whatever awaits you there is not. It is a test. As a test of strength.
Do I know anyone who's been?
For 2 melody points, I will say yes. The old man that you saw on the beach.
Okay.
You will have, because we're altering the narrative, I will say you know that to be Marek, the lighthouse keeper.
Okay. Thank you. I won't share that with everyone for now, but I'll ruminate on how that might be used.
Okay.
I've taken my melody points away, so I now have 0.
Great.
Ernesto,
My friend,
I like you.
I like you too.
And there is never a challenge that Stultus is not risen to, so.
It's formality. I know you're up for the task. I can sense it. I can sense you've just met, but you seem like you have, I don't know, there's an air of adventure about you.
And Stultus does not hang around with people who are not full of the gumption, you know?
I'll be honest, my friend, it's a big job. It's a big task I'm asking of you, and I just need to know that all will be well.
This one can make a fishing rod from his body, so
It's impressive.
very impressive.
And can fish as well. I know it's not an affinity for water, but it's an affinity for something, right? It's got to count.
I have a great respect for all of the elements of this great world.
Me too, my friend. That's how I make my money, you know?
I think I'm a little troubled, a little kind of clouded. I don't think we're going into something, that's genuine. I'm not being sent into a chamber of horrors, but I am eager to maybe find Marek and just see if there's anything that might be advantageous to us to know. But I'll keep that to myself for now, I think. I don't want to, if Ernesto wants us to be brave, I don't want to do anything that could be perceived as being anything.
He's not coming across as pushy or anything like that. He's just like, I need the job done, and this is how we go about it, you know? It's a business proposition more than anything else.
Oh, sounds like a delivery to me.
Yep.
So the sooner we start, the sooner we get back.
Absolutely, you found the right gag by all accounts.
Well, no rush, but I'll wait here. You go check it out. I mean, it is what it is. Like the festival is a few days away, so I'll be honest. I may offer this option to some other people because I need the job done no matter what. So.
Well, Merrick knows all about speed. Perhaps we should follow her lead.
Let's get moving. Come on.
All right. And
Great.
you can. So
As always, it's been a big pleasure.
it's been a pleasure for me too. And you know what? If you ever want another drink token, you come see Ernesto. He'll sort you out.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I don't think we
I will take his.
Oh, yes, of course you will.
Yes.
This was. It's so funny.
No more of those drinks.
You know what? He doesn't drink, so I will take his as well. 3 for me, yes?
Yes, of course. Here you
Great.
go. There you go.
Now?
And some more.
Oh, thank you. Very
So yes, if you want, you'll have to exit back out through the guild, but it's yours to do what you want.
Exit through the gift shop.
As we start to, as we sort of move away from Ernesto, I sort of lean conspiratorially into everybody and say,
The chap on the beach with the nets.
Ah, yes, with the loud voice.
Yes, Marek is the
Oh, you know him?
he's the keeper of the lighthouse up there, and he's the only one I know who's been within the shrine.
You have met him before?
I am aware of him. Yes, he's a rather solitary fellow. I mean, much as his profession demands, keeps himself to himself. But I at least could organise, see what guile I have to start that meeting.
Does he know you?
Yeah, we've shared a drink together.
Oh.
But he's not a big talker, but if anyone can give us any information, I think that would be a decent place to start. Forewarned is forearmed, as they say.
I mean, better than walking into a cave on the beach without knowing where we're going, what we're looking for.
I believe preparation is key.
Not a big talker, but was he good company?
He's a certain flavour.
It is good to have a wide and very varied palate.
Yes. You wouldn't want a whole plate of him, but he buddy with other. Yes.
We're not actually going to eat him, right?
No, I don't think so.
Just that you shot a fish, so I don't really know what to.
Oh yeah, well, that's an already dead fish, and this
That's
is a
right.
human man, a living human man.
but it was an already dead fish.
Yes.
Didn't know we.
Well, I thought there was no harm, no foul. Like a
I thought it
baseball.
was quite an impressive shot, actually.
Thank you very much.
Want a dead fish?
It wasn't that big a fish.
A home run, you might call it.
What is this baseball you said?
Yeah, I suppose you having peculiar friends does kind of track.
Yeah. Thank you.
So as you sort of move back through the guild and out onto the beach, you can see this figure sort of like hunched over the pile of nets. The sort of silhouette of the lighthouse is to the side, and he sort of like looks up from his mending as he sees you approach.
Do I still have my bane on Shadow and Social, or did me sort of sobering up?
I would say about an hour has passed at this point, so
Okay,
let's
great.
say it's done. But yeah, this figure sort of like looks up very briefly from his nets, and you can see he's very old, very wizened, hands calloused by decades of storms and tending to boats and things like that. As he looks up as you approach, Gumble, back again, are you?
Indeed, I was wondering if perhaps I could pick your brains on an area of your particular expertise, Marek.
The Shrine of the Sea. And that's where we'll take a little break.
Whoa!
And we're back.
Whoa! Was there a commercial break in the middle?
I don't know.
No.
The ad read?
No, we don't do ad reads on
Sponcom.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, I'll do one now.
Okay.
No.
please don't.
Get this. Go and back this now.
Yeah.
That was for you incredible
Very
because you
reserved.
actually hit the
Concise, to the
CTA.
point.
Yeah.
You didn't spend 2.5 minutes talking about yourself
Yeah.
or insulting Aoife to then maybe hit a few of the CTAs that we've been delivered. It's really good, actually.
You're welcome.
for you.
It's just like
No, hold on. We established earlier on with snares, it's the ta. It's not the TTAs, it's the ta.
ta, like a ta-ta-ta.
CTA, it's call to action.
That's a kata. That's a kata.
Like a
Settlers of
ta-ta-ta.
Catan.
No, because it's
Settlers
Catan.
Catan.
I think
Ta-ta-ta.
maybe we gained some time when it was a very quick ad, and I fear we've
No,
lost.
I was the one who was very conservative with the time.
Herald?
So once again, thank you so much Crosspaths for sponsoring this not one but two-part bit of SpawnCon. Okay, anyway. So, as you stroll across this beach, the lighthouse beam sweeping across the sand like a steady, gentle pulse, you approach this figure sat on a rickety kind of chair picking at a huge pile of fishing nets. Rough but practiced hands are sweeping across each one, taking them apart and mending the nets as they go. And he looks up and as you approach says to Gumble, Shrine of the Sea.
Yes, well, we've there aren't that many who've been in that vicinity, and
Some. It's something of a rite of passage around here. Everyone likes to have a go, or at least talks about having a go, but
and why do those that talk fail to act?
pretenders. It's not exactly the safest place to go, but not everyone has the heart of an adventurer either, so, you know, if they're looking for a job, it's the easiest way to say they're good enough, but not everyone actually has the mettle to do it, so you're thinking about it.
I think we're doing it.
Gamble. Why don't you introduce us to yourself?
Oh yes, my apologies, of course. This is Marek. This is Answer, Brown, Merritt, and Sir Christopher.
As you put out your hand, he puts a net into it and is like, well, if you're going to stop by, may as well help.
You think this will help in there?
No, I mean, it'll help me.
Oh, you mean me help you?
We'll mend the net. We'll be happy to mend the net. I mean,
So anyone who wants to can take up a fishing net and make a shadow and mind check to try and untangle things as
Shadow and mine.
as Mark says, yes, I'm the lighthouse keeper. I've been around
Okay.
here long time.
6, a 5, a 2, 2, 1.
2 6s, a 4 and a 1, so 2 successes out of 4.
Okay. So this is
661.
Okay, makes sense. It's pretty
I've
good.
utterly failed.
He's just like, he's actually.
You guys
I'm
are
stuck in the net.
as you sort of like try and sort of put these aside. Brom picks them up and makes them worse again. You've got a little bit of a conveyor belt going, but it's got a bit of a hiccup in the
And
middle.
then as you pass him down to Sir Christopher, because he's literally all bone and limbs and root, he is complete. He is now part net. He is completely screwed.
Oh dear, this is not going. I expected it to go.
Maybe you should sit
No,
this one.
please. Oh God!
And then just falls over.
Okay, well, could you help?
Yes, no, it will be my pleasure.
Remind me your name?
Marek.
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 Oh, Marek. They call me Old Marek, but I think Marek is fine.
I've never said that.
Absolutely have. Honestly, refer to him as Old Marek.
Didn't you just say that we should go to the beach and speak to old
I said
Marek?
we should go speak to Marek. I said, Marek.
Old Marek.
Yeah, I said, who do we need to speak to? Oh, Marek.
I just said, oh, Marek,
Well,
but
I
he's, you know, he's really ancient.
No, yeah, because I said he's really able to H from steps.
fully tied up in the ground.
No, you definitely said old Barrett.
Let me tell you, young Gumble, youth, everyone has it, and everyone ages if you're lucky to do so, so...
There's a lot of wisdom in those eyes, Alec.
So,
Looks out to sea.
how long have you been sitting here?
Sitting here
Sitting here, yes.
could be 10 minutes, could be 10 years, you know. Toe is a beautiful place. I've spent my entire life here. I've seen many things. Never really had care to leave, so...
That was me, Abony.
yes.
Waving to you.
Sorry, the voice doesn't travel very far these days.
You say you have seen many things here, yes?
Many things.
I would like to know if you have maybe just also seen something out there just a few moments ago.
Roll Soul and Shadow.
Come on, be good. No.
It doesn't matter what game we play.
5 to 1.
Mark sort of he kind of continues with his nets, and you can see his rough, calloused hands are sort of like skimming across it. The nets get caught every so often because just of how rough his hands are, but he sort of like looks out to sea and is almost lost in thought for a second as he kind of goes, I've seen many things, yes, and this kingdom has, well, it's had its troubles in the past, and we're in an age of plenty now. Wasn't always so.
What was that in the water? Eh?
Some say it's passed into legend, but some of us are old enough, looks at Gumble, to remember that legends are based in truth.
Oh, Malik.
The Wardens.
The Wardens.
See, this is what I mean. The youth. Tales are lost. Do you remember King Dravik?
I do.
Legend said that when King Dravik was, defeated, it wasn't just the population of Akeroth that, well, it wasn't just the troops that put him away. We needed help. And the Sacred Wardens were a way to do that.
he looks out at the sea again.
It might be true, it might not, but some say the Sacred Wardens are awakening again. The lighthouse
Looks up.
has been flickering of late. It's a bad omen. In my lifetime, I've seen it maybe twice. And the sword in the north, they say it whispers.
So what are you going to tell us about what is in the cave?
The shrine. The shrine is, again, it's just an old artifact from days gone, but people use it as a little test because this is like a thoroughfare of sorts. It's a place where the monsters sometimes assemble, and so young bucks go in there, test of strength, they say they pass, they bring something out. They get given the pick of the jobs from the North Star. It's, I've been in there a few times before. And as you can see, I came out in one piece, or more or less. Are you thinking of going in there?
We are. You're going to go in. Led by the very young Gamble.
You didn't. You've been on adventures before, Gumble. You came around here, but you've done smaller jobs. I imagine if you're being asked to go in the Shrine of the Sea, it's a.
Well, I mean, I have experience to an extent. Maybe not heading up a team, but certainly alone. I've been in my fair share of scraps and scrapes and come out relatively unscathed.
Really?
Really?
Good. You'll need it before all this is over. If the signs are what they say, you all will.
I never, with the old thing, genuinely thought that was like he's Sir, and I thought Sir Christopher Root, his name, yours, old Marek. I didn't. There was nothing intentionally pejorative in there, but...
He laughs. There are much worse things than being called old, Gumble.
Yeah, he did say some other things.
Yeah, you see, why you
Yeah,
saying
there was other things. It wasn't the only
called
thing.
him a
Yeah.
very rude name as well.
Well, I said no. I said you are at times a tricky personality, Marek. I won't hide it. But you've actually proved yourself to be really rather amenable today, and for that I'm grateful.
Sir Christopher, who's kind of managed to kind of untangle himself from the net, comes over to Gumble and puts a bony, rooted arm on his shoulder and say,
Gumble, I do believe that old is not an insult.
Quite.
As someone who is probably older than even you, old Marek, I must say that age provides an opportunity to see much of this great world that lies before us.
You find yourself in a position such as I to pass knowledge down to the adventurers that come after, then you're one of the lucky ones.
Old Marek, old.
Please continue.
No, I joke. Young Marek.
It's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Were we to have a moment after this adventure, I would love to hear your story. I'm rather in the business of telling them.
Really? You look like you've seen much.
Yes,
Still much to see.
indeed.
and he pulls another flower out.
A chance maybe to see through my eyes.
He looks at the flyer and sits forward on his little rickety chair, and he creaks as he does so, and he puts it on the sand, puts a hand above it, and you hear, just for a second, you almost hear music as the sea air passes over, and as his hand rises, a bit of water lifts the flyer, comes from below the sand, and a little spout of water lifts the flyer. And as he does this, everyone roll, what we call this. Let's say this is Shadow and Mind. No, Soul and Shadow, sorry.
Oh. Big numbers.
Big fun.
6532.
1 success.
No successes.
Everyone who has rolled success recognizes that what Marek is doing is performing a melody. He's used the tones water and rise to cause the water from the beach to lift this flyer into the air. And as he does so, he looks around and says,
It's powerful, but it's not quite magic. Something even older than me or you. Remember it, because it might help you before the end. Dravik stole the power of the giants, but some of that power still lives on. Melodies. When the giants died, they hid most of this knowledge, but some can still hear the music that they left behind. Wager, you might be able to as well.
So maybe you take this as a learning experience and stop using it as an insult. You know, the old.
Again, I can't stress this enough. You read me wrong. Would I be conscious that like what I used in altering a narrative? How metatextual are we? Like, do I know that I've used melody points, or as far as I'm aware, is that?
I'd say you made a choice, so I think you would know.
Okay. I don't particularly feel the need to prove that to anyone, and also I have none left. But I I listen.
Okay.
So yes, many interesting adventures ahead for all of you, I would say. Beginning down there.
So no focus on the monsters, right? No one's going to pick up on the monsters? They said there was monsters in the shrine.
If there's monsters in the shrine, there's monsters in the shrine. Precious little we can do to prepare ourselves beyond know that there are monsters in the shrine.
Monsters everywhere, my friend. At least these ones, you know that they're coming.
I would rather say, Mary, that is maybe the point. Maybe we are to prove ourselves so that we may get to the destination that we desire.
Maybe. But some of them kind of look like they'll bleed pretty bad.
Well, I will say that, Merit, with you at our side, we will be rather equipped for any eventuality that may come up.
Okay, so they're going to bleed slightly less. That's fine.
If there are monsters in the shrine, my cleavage shall take them down.
Alright, looks
Powerful cleavage.
for this. Yo.
He wields his cleavage with much effect.
I pull my great sword from my back and I hold it here. This is cleavage.
Right, I see. This is an interesting name for the sword, but, well, people have called swords worse.
It has parted many in two.
And may it continue to do so. Good luck to you and your cleavage.
He seems to have no idea.
And Ansa goes,
We thank you very much. And as he walks away, does a little
Oh, God!
dance.
That was horrible.
It is the most tender part of the goose, as they say. All right, so are you heading on to the Shrine of the Sea?
lead the way. You are the one who knows.
Yeah, I think Gumbel is quite content to do this. I think he wanted as much information as possible, but he's not concerned by...
Is he a natural leader?
I think it is a new role for him. He was literally a follower, but he was being, in a very different way, he was being trained for leadership, but to take over a circus. And so he's sort of reasonably... in the same way that he doesn't offend easily, he's kind of quite easy to knock along with, but he maybe is aware that he doesn't have quite as much gravitas as others, but he certainly believes that the only way to move forward is by being bold and being brave. So he sort of summons up his most, has a little sort of breath and then turns to the rest of them, a little moment to sort of compose himself and says,
I don't know what we'll find in there, but 5 sets of arms, wings, sticks, 5 people, things, 5. We're safety in numbers, and just
There is no one else. I would rather lead the way. When it comes to being a leader and being led, I would say we are croaking for it. Eh?
I'd say.
Don't get another melody for it.
I would say, now let me say it again. I would say we are croaking for
Interesting.
Okay.
So as you kind of make your way to the cave along the beach, if any of you hasten to look back over your shoulders, Marek is doing the classic old man pose of like hands clasped behind his back, just glancing out to sea, just taking in the day, you know? It's serene at this point.
Could be in an
Arguably, the nets have
allotment.
been left worse than we've.
Yeah.
There's now a bear shape
Yeah.
and a U-shape thing.
Yeah,
Like just
we
in it, somehow we've
extricated
turned
the
up and
nets.
made it all worse. We've insulted him and broken his nets.
He's seen worse.
Our work
believe
here is
me.
done.
So, yes, as you kind of get closer, this sort of cave entrance, there's some etchings. Some of it looks kind of older than others, you know. There's been marks left. Some of it's quite honestly more, it's just graffiti more than anything else, you know, like sort of, I don't know, like Misty was here and sort of like initials carved in and bits and pieces all over. But then there are some like very, very deep gouges, runic sort of in style, sort of adorning the top of the entryway. And as you step in, it's cool, very cool. You know, it's a nice respite from the afternoon sun. And there's very, very quiet, save for just a steady drip of water, dim light, and stone steps that lead down.
Can we read any of these runes?
You can try, yeah, absolutely.
we'll try.
Let's say it is. Let's go gods and world.
One success, a 6, a 4, and a 3.
Some of the words stand out to you. On your many, many travels throughout the world, you would have read a lot of languages. You would have seen a lot of carvings and ruins and things like that. And you do pick up on the words shrine and sea.
Well, they've labelled it correctly, at the very least. It's definitely a sea shrine. But, you know, that's all I can tell you.
I could use a melody point now.
Well, actually, one of the prerequisites for gaining a melody point is to enter a shrine or a dungeon. So I would say everyone.
So I got one
Yeah.
back.
It's also worth noting you also get one every time you totally fail a check. And I failed 2 checks, so I think
Oh,
count
well,
that my
that-
melody points. If you totally fail a check,
Oh, in
you
that
get a
case, I
melody
should
point.
also have one more because I have
Okay.
two.
I have 30 melody points.
No, you have a maximum of 6. Everyone can
6.
have a maximum of 6. So.
So yeah, when you roll a complete failure but attack kind of rolls don't include in that.
Oh, right.
yeah.
My great companions, I do not wish to cheat our way through this, but I do believe that the past has something to show us often. This world, the footsteps that have been trodden before us often tell a story. Often they unlock what lies before us. And then you see the roots of that kind of come within his body almost like plunge into the earth. And he is a way of the past. So underneath it says the way of the past. The past follows everyone. It's what guides us on what we become and shapes the actions we do. You may not be able to visit the past, but you can see the lingering effects of what came before. And I'm going to use remember, age, and vision, and I'm going to summon old Marek's journey through this shrine to show us the way of how he successfully
Good use.
went through that. So it says those 3 words together. A location replays its single most significant moment as a visible scene.
So as you do that, and as your roots plunge into the ground, there's like a blue-hued magic that just rises through the cracks in the stone. And as these little flowers bloom on all these sort of roots that come out, this blue figure starts to coalesce from all these little motes of light, and you see it's the ungrizzled face of young Marek.
That was my first question.
So as Sir Christopher plunges his roots down into the cracks on the cave floor, these sort of blue twists of light start to coalesce and rise up, and you can see the the unravaged face of young
He's getting older and now just got younger.
Rude of you.
So rude of me. But yes, this this blue sort of translucent figure of young Marek fills the gloom of the cave as he holds a torch above his head in one hand and a sword in the other, and you can see him sort of looking about as he moves very slowly through this entryway to the shrine.
I must warn you, this is not what is, but what was. There may still be new dangers ahead.
It's a start to navigate from, at least.
That, my friend Sir Christopher, is a fine trick.
I'm afraid I will not be able to do it again in a hurry. It did require all my tones, but hopefully it is a start.
So as the figure of young Marek moves forward into the next sort of chamber, the light that he's sort of giving off, this blue light, fades and you're left in the gloom once again. If you want to follow him through.
Absolutely.
Lead the way.
Yeah.
So in this next chamber, you instantly see, as you gaze once again on young Marek's figure, he's holding the torch up against the walls of the cave like this. And you can see from the blue light that he's casting that there are markings on the wall.
And do these markings look like those same kind of graffiti kind of things, or are these are closer to something that feels carvings? Is there anything that I would recognise as being sort of reasonably local that speaks to like the local area, or anything I can make out in these?
Roll World in Mind.
Oh, good. No.
Okay.
Oh, it's complete failure though.
Okay, there you go.
We're loving complete failures. Give us the points, baby.
Give the man a melody point.
It's hard to see because the light that young Marek is casting is quite a dim blue. So you're still it's still like very gloomy as you're moving further down into this shrine. That you can see the carvings are of a figure, and it's telling a story of this figure as it moves around the cave wall. And all you can see is that this figure has long hair and a spiked crown.
I don't think it's much help, but I don't think it says sea and shrine.
No, you're probably right. I mean, the only king I know of is, if that's meant to be a crowd, is Travik. But what business he'd have here in a shrine of the sea? Onwards.
Anyone else can look on these carvings as well if you want to, but if as sort of Marek is continuing his journey, he moves the blue light away and passes very, very slowly through this chamber. And you can still sort of hear the drip, the steady drip of water as it gets colder, as you feel the air sort of drop as you're kind of moving down into the next part of the cave.
Is he moving very deliberately, as in placing his feet in particular places? Is that something we should be aware of?
He's not really looking at his feet, he's more looking around.
Okay.
So at this point of his journey, he's not really being particularly careful.
So how long can you do this for?
The scene plays out as the scene plays out. The most significant moment within this shrine, it ends when it ends. And hopefully it ends well for us.
I do hope we're not in this cave for too long. The sea misty air is bad for my plate armor, and caves make me feel devilishly sleepy.
We need. Well, that is a terrible combination.
So as you continue to follow into the next chamber, once again, the walls are covered in carvings. That same figure is still central to most of these carvings, but new patterns start appearing.
Does this look like... I turn to Sir Christopher, who strikes me as the person who is most, or the one of us who is most likely to be able to make head or tail. King Leonor?
Could very well be. Seems to be a story of some sort, not a story that I was a particular steward of.
as you sort of gaze on these, the crowned figure is, at first, surrounded by crowds of people, scenes of harvest, scenes of victory, scenes of warfare. And in the later ones, the figure was once sort of portrayed as all-encompassing, but it starts to shrink. And as first 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, creatures start appearing around him. And these creatures, you can see the scale on the carvings of the walls, are larger than mountains. The kind of size that they'd cross rivers with a single step.
Giants.
It does,
Maybe.
does look to be.
I'd say giants.
Could I take a closer look, investigate, see if this is
Absolutely.
anything that I would...
World and mind. Or mind and gods, whichever you prefer.
World and minds. 1 success.
Okay. You can determine with 1 success that
It's a 6 though, does that matter?
Yeah, well,
Nah.
let's say with that, you can determine that the central figure is King Dravik. And this is a telling of his reign.
And was it a reign of terror?
It was in parts, yes.
And what was his relationship with the gods? With the giants, sorry.
Dravik led to the downfall of the giants, and he destroyed their magic and their sort of their age in this world. But the 4 figures that surround him, are not giants.
What are they?
Mind and gods.
Two failures.
I really thought you were going to say mind your business.
Mind your god.
Hang on. Let me see if I can do something about that. Sorry. I might be able to, because we can sometimes use melody points, right? To allow someone to re-roll.
Yes.
Mind and gods are kind of reasonably decent for you, are they? Right, so, okay.
No, I've got soul and world on my team.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could
So you can spend...
I can help an ally.
Yeah.
Or, okay, yeah, I don't know. Because I don't know mechanically what you got, so I could give you a boon. But I don't know if you got any 4s, and I should know, so I'll just leave it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I'm afraid my mind is not what it was.
And once again, I spent so much time in the forest.
I was to tell their story, not this.
Make everyone who is sort of like attuned to the quiet in this cave and sort of whether contemplating the carvings or not, make a mind and shadow check.
I'm gonna... Well, what did everyone else get?
2 successes.
1 success.
2 successes.
2 successes.
So you've been I would say maybe you've been eyeing up these carvings and you're a little bit distracted, but
2 successes.
okay, maybe not. Contemplating these carvings, you're all sort of lost in thought for a few moments. Acknowledging and thinking about the past and about, all of the wonderful stories that have been passed down over the ages. But you're sort of wrought from that very quickly and very suddenly by a sound that is not dripping water in the cave behind you as you're looking at these figures. Someone please roll me 2 people actually. Someone roll me a d12 and someone else roll me another d12.
I'll do one.
10.
10.
Interesting.
That's good news.
You're all dead.
We're dead twice.
Okay.
Two deads.
So, as you're sort of suddenly aware of these sounds, you suddenly feel a overwhelming cold start to take control of your body. And
What you see in that moment is Answer immediately drops to the ground and does like a like a tuck. It's just instinctive, like yeah.
so as this sort of cold starts to rack your body, you hear this sort of like first from one corner and then from another corner, and sort of like a as two Vatahims sort of like plop down from the ceiling and
Plop.
plop down. They plop down. They have wings. It's fine. Don't worry about it. They're kind of like a bit of a bizarre blend of like kind of part oil and kind of part shark.
Hot. Hot.
They sort of like they were
I cast Kiss.
and they have like these wide grinning mouths and black eyes as they sort of like use their like feathered, almost like half feather, half scaled wings, and they sort of like encroach on you all of a sudden, and we are now in initiative. Okay. Initiative works interestingly in this world, of course, because players always go first and you decide in what order you're going to attack.
Answer is going to step forward, puff out his chest, wings wide, and goes, "Don't worry, everybody. I've got this." And he's going to look them dead in the eyes, look between the two, and just go, "I think maybe you have made a big mistake, no?" And is going to, I'm going to use my limit break now, right at the top.
Right now?
Can I not?
I think you can't use it until your third round.
I believe so.
So the third round, I'm not going to use limit break then.
He's like, I don't got this. And he's
Well, that in fact, then let's. Answer is not going to do any of that because I did not realize that. That was fully reliant upon me using limit break. So I will allow if anyone else wants to, and we will retcon.
We watch him.
Fluff himself up.
Yeah, he fluffs himself up and then
doesn't do
deflates.
anything.
How far away are these things?
These chambers are quite small, I'd say. So, okay, this is interestingly. So, in Legends of Akeroth, you can approach combat and movement in two ways. You can go for gridded, or you can do what's a little bit new. And it's kind of like there's 3 zones of combat, much like, if you want to imagine it, an old school RPG, JRPG, where you have your clash in the center column, then you have allies and enemies in both close and far range. So we can approach this either way, whatever everyone would like to do.
So the 3 distances are near, close, and far. Is that correct?
Yes,
Have I
that's
got that
right. Well, you've got your like the clash, if you will, at the center, which wouldn't have happened yet because you haven't engaged any of the enemies. When that happens, you'd be in close range. And then, you have your sort of like close-up melee fighter range, and then you have your sort of like a bit further away, back sort of row, I suppose.
Nice.
Well, I think this is what Braum is built for. So he draws cleavage.
Thank you so much, Crosspaths.
And he's relatively slow. He has a speed of 5, but that's considered slow. So he can only move so far. He's not as fast as, for example, a Warren. But he steps forward and he steps directly in front of Gumble. He's in his mind. He's like, I need to find out what the story of this guy carries. So he steps directly in front of Gumble, and he uses a class feature. Find it.
So let me just go over zone combat again. So zone combat replaces the grid with 3 broad areas of engagement. It keeps all core rules intact, but removes the need to track exact squares. So it's nice and simple. So you have your allied backline, your allied frontline, you have the clash zone, then you have your enemy frontline and enemy backline. So when both sides share a zone, it becomes an active battle and normal combat rules apply. and you can place yourselves wherever makes sense in the narrative. So right now, let's say, you know, you guys are holding a line together, and the sort of the enemy front line is one sort of zone away from you.
Not to blow smoke up their arse, but it's a very cool system because it's very, very RPG.
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's like imagining it for those who are in their head. You've got, you know, it literally imagine it like it is an RPG.
very much
And
so.
right at the center, you have the combat zone, and then you have your heroes. Like, think Octopath Traveler. You got your 4 heroes at the front, 4 heroes at the back.
It's
very
very
cool. Yeah.
And yeah, movement speed at this sort of time, you'd be moving across a zone, so it keeps things nice and simple.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, Brown draws cleavage.
I'll never get sick of that, actually, because I imagine you getting it, like doing a little life drawing. He just sketches.
He draws cleavage and he steps in front of Gumble, and he uses one of his class features, and it's called Hold the Line. And he does not attack. It's essentially a wait kind of feature, but what it does, because he's not really moved too far, it adds 2 to his defense.
To your defense?
To my defense.
Excellent, okay.
For the next round.
Cool.
Or, you know, until, you know, it comes back round to me.
Nice, okay, perfect.
I would like to. I'm jumping in to point out that I'm not going to be jumping in, essentially. As a Crokin, I have something called Dead Calm, which means once per scene, I can delay my turn until any point later in the round without losing it.
Great.
And when I act after an enemy, I gain a boon 2 on an action against them.
Fun. Okay.
So what I'd like to do is wait until the enemy attacks, and then I will select one of them to make some attacks.
Perfect, okay. Now remember that you've done that.
I will, yeah.
We'll write it down as well.
So if I'm then in close range, I would like to take that bottle I filled with the horrendous cocktail that I didn't drink. And I'm going to take the cork, I'm going to take a little like a herb or something from within my bag, pop it in there, shake it up, and I'm going to throw it at, well, it depends on whether or not I can hit both of these enemies, but it's essentially acid flask. Throw at a target within close range, deal 2d6 wild damage, and reduce their defense by 2 until the end of the scene.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
So it says at a target, so I will pick whichever one is closest to Bram.
All right. Okay, I'll say that's this one. So you say, so it lowers their defense by 2.
Yep.
And I do 2d6 wild damage.
And does that wild damage surpass their defense?
All it says is deal 2d6 wild damage and reduce their defense by 2 until the end of the scene.
Okay, fine.
So I guess it's 6. So it's 6 wild damage.
Okay.
And I guess their total defense is reduced by 2.
Okay. Until when? Until the end of their net?
End of the scene.
Until the scene, okay. Fun, okay. Great.
Yeah, I'm going to stay where I am. I'm not going to move, but yeah. I told you shouldn't have drunk it.
So yes, this sort of thing is like, as you shake up this flask and throw it and it cracks, this thing is, and sort of like lurks back into the shadows for a second. It is almost hesitant to step forward, but as the other one sort of like snakes around, and the acid kind of like shakes off of its weird scale feathers, and sort of like regroups and is eyeing you very intently.
That's going to be the end of what I do. I know I've got 2 actions, but I don't want to move because I'm not in the combat, and I'm very healing led, and there's nothing to heal at the moment, so
Cool.
no second action for me.
So, Ansara's gonna see this one. You said it kind of looked at Merritt as if to be like,
did.
you know, Ansara's gonna go, hey, look at me. It was not there. It was them.
And this thing sort of
And it
hisses.
and Ansar is pointing. It was that one, and is gonna use domination. Take control of one non-boss enemy within far range. They immediately take one action of your choice. You decide who they target and how they act. When the action resolves, they return to normal. So I'm essentially telling them that it wasn't Merit, who threw that, it was actually their friend, and I want them to make an attack at their
And
friend.
do they need to roll anything, or?
It
Is
doesn't
that
say,
just-
no,
okay.
it just says melody ability 3 melody points.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have enough to use it. Great.
Yep, I
okay.
have 4.
And does it act instantly?
It doesn't say. Oh, no, it does. They immediately take 1 action of your choice.
All right. Let's find out what happens. Cool. Okay. So, as you sort of like make this this request of this thing, it's still shaken by the acid, and sort of like its head whips to look at you, and its eyes kind of like almost disengage for a second, like sort of like they drift and then come back in, and it snaps its head around to look at its friend, and it sort of like does this inhale and slashes at its friend. It's doing what's called an icy ambush. These are resistant. They have an affinity for cold, so it's going to take half the damage that it would have taken, but this is cool. This is very cool. So it's going to take 1d10. And it slashes at its friend, and you can almost tell that it doesn't want to do what it's doing, and it realizes on some level this creature understands that it's being compelled. So it kind of swipes at its friend, but doesn't quite put its full weight behind it, and it's like its friend sort of like there's almost like as they sort of like try and figure out what is going on. So they're momentarily distracted, but it does do some damage.
Nice.
A little bit of damage.
In that case, I might use that as my opportunity, given that it's acted. Could I now target that one?
You can, yeah. But the one that is just attacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
because technically it's acted, right?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
So, what I would like to do is I would like to use one of my sort of abilities, which is called Quick Draw. Once per round, when you hit with a ranged attack, so assuming I hit, which maybe I should do now, you spend 3 spirit points to add at no additional cost, dazed, stunned, or they lose their next free action. I'd like to try and stun them, which
Okay.
means I'd like to daze them, which means they can only take 1 action on their turn, so they could like move or attack, but they can't
Fun.
do both.
Okay.
So I am shooting with my revolver, which you very kindly have allowed to be a sort of special. Means that I'm rolling
And I regret everything.
2d4 rather than 1d4. Okay, I rolled 2 1s. So I would like to spend some melody points. I can spend 2 melody points to re-roll as many dice as I like, but I have to take the next.
Very well.
Or it says from a check. Does this count as a check, or would this not be a check? It's totally fine if not.
This would be an attack, wouldn't it?
Okay. In that case, I miss, but at least I haven't used quick draw.
You've got your melody points still, you know?
Yeah.
There's benefits.
Thanks, Alex. I
That's
really
all right.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Putting
So
it
yeah,
in
so you
perspective.
use this opportunity that where the creature is momentarily distracted, you pull out your guns and you're missing.
Yeah, because I gain a boon 2 on an action against them and everything, but I just.
But it looks cool.
There's a large grizzly bear standing in front of you. It's hard to.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're really throwing me off, actually, bro.
Stay behind me.
No, that's not really my skill set.
So that's Gumble. That's your turn.
And well, actually, I dual wield. And dual wielding means if I hit, I get to roll a second damage, but I
But you
miss.
didn't
so,
hit.
Yeah.
So
So no,
I think
that is
that
it.
is your
That is
go,
it.
I know
yeah.
that pain. I know
Yeah.
that pain.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts.
What would you like to do, Sir Christopher?
Sir Christopher moves. So there's 2 they're relatively close together.
They are, yes, they are. I mean, one is just like attacked,
Yes.
physically attacked the other, so they are quite close together.
So I'd like to move within near range to them,
So you're closing the distance.
closing the distance as one action, and then my second action will be to. How does this look? I feel like this action comes where the act of pulling out the flowers from his eyes, I think, has become this kind of ritualistic act. So I'm going to say this is what happens. to cast, he pulls both of the flowers out of his eyes, leaving vacant space. And his jaw opens, and you see this cloud of green, poisonous vapor come out of his eyes and mouth. And he casts something called Noxious Cloud, which is a herbalist ability as a sage. And it says, once per scene, I spend 5 SP, and I release a toxin as a cloud in a near range area. Every enemy inside that takes half my class die and wild damage, and gains the poisoned ability 1d4. So every round they will continue to take 1d4. They can, I believe you can use an action to get rid of it, or an antidote, or I think it's like a soul and mind, I think, to
try and shake it off.
Yeah. So you'll take, everything will take, my class dies is 1d4, so you'll take, each one take 1d4 plus 4, so they'll take 8 damage.
Right.
And then just as this kind of spell ends, those 2 like flowers just go back into place. It's almost like closing the gap.
So as these sort of like this noxious cloud wafts out and hits these 2 Vatahims, and they kind of like, they sort of, it just hits them full in the face, and you can see them sort of inhale a whole lungful of this thing through these toothy maws. These toothy maws.
Sometimes you have to.
They kind of like it hits them, and it hits them hard, and they sort of rear up. But then they use these wings that they have to sort of like to try and get rid of this cloud as quickly as possible. And if that's your full turn, it's now their turn to act. So the one that you briefly controlled is going to act first, and it's interesting. It's going to almost as a reaction to being controlled momentarily. It kind of like it shakes this sort of this wide head of it, and it casts a spell on itself that you see its whole body start to glow, very, very almost like the ice that it covers it sort of like solidifies for a second and then dissipates. It's gained 2 defense on itself.
Back to where it was.
Yes, exactly, which is super fun. It's also going to do something else that you don't know what that is.
Don't want to know.
Yeah.
So it's ready to fight again, and now the one that was just attacked is going to do something as well. Yes, one of them is going to now lunge towards you, the other one, and it's going to take a bite at you with its beak.
It's toothy maw.
It's toothy maw, and it's going to make. It's going to bite at you for 7.
8.
That's your defense?
Yep.
All right, so your defense is lowered by 7 to 8. But it's also going to apply exposed to you.
Wait, my defense is lowered?
That's how defense works, yeah?
So it's... Wait.
Yeah, it's not like
It resets
Armor
itself
class.
at the end of turns.
Ah!
So if
yeah,
they can
sorry.
get through your defense, then
My
they can
brain
start
went on
doing
my...
your
I'm
range.
you just going to autopilot of thinking of it as like...
Armor class.
Yeah.
So yes, it misses, yeah.
Yeah.
So you thought you'd won?
But it is also now exposed you, which means that
Get your bums out. Yeah, it is incredible ass.
and it kind of like it takes a little bit of but what that means is the next hit against you will ignore your defense entirely. So you're quite exposed, funnily enough. So that
Head
and that
down,
will
The news of the world has found some rather revealing.
Matter of time.
What a scoop they've got on this.
So it's made an attack. The attack hasn't entirely damaged you, but you are feeling very, very shaken by this thing closing the gap. It is right up in your grill. So to speak.
They have access
Your bill.
to your
Right up in your bill.
Right up in your bill. Damn it.
I'll take a melody point.
No.
Okay.
You're plenty.
Why do you not want to give that? That was really good.
No, you've had plenty.
I didn't
of
say it in
points.
character.
Look at
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
Do it
that's
again in
fair.
character.
Right up in your bill.
So
Why are you not giving him a melody point?
Crazy to me.
Outrageous.
you don't get to say things.
Harry, try it one more time. That's where it usually works. The more you...
Right up in your bill, more like, but
Go on.
you know,
Can you have a melody point?
how old?
That's usually how things work.
How old?
You can't just ask them.
Hello.
That was really targeted at you. At this point.
Isn't it?
Does a bit, doesn't it? Speaking of,
Wait a second. Right up in your bill more. Right up in your bill more like. Can I have a melody?
you're not getting one. Crom, it's your turn to act.
Is it? Has the other one attacked already?
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Did I miss it? Okay.
God.
It's combat stuff.
Hey, there's lots of stuff going on here, man.
It's fair.
So I think I see this one come up and have a go at Anser, and that's he's been waiting for this, so he just swings the great sword around and takes a big old swipe at it.
Okay.
So it's great sword is 1d12 plus primary damage. Whoa. That's 11 plus 4, so that's 15 damage.
Well, it's not 15 damage because it needs to move through its defense
through it,
first.
Yeah, 15.
15 points of
15
something.
points.
something.
So that will be. It'll be 7 points of damage.
Whoa.
It's
Big
not
cleave.
bad.
Cleavage.
However,
Cleavage.
Good boy, cleavage.
What I really enjoyed, and whilst you're doing this is JRPG related. When Final Fantasy 16 was first announced, people thought that Clive's name was Cleave.
Oh, of course.
They were pronouncing it Cleave. Cleave.
Cleave. Hello, Cleave.
Hello, Cleave.
Silly people.
Idiots. Utter
Idiots.
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 Read some books.
So,
I have-
what does it look like as you use cleavage on this Vadhim?
Use that number.
Well, it's an arc.
Tell us more.
So yeah, he swings a sword at it.
God, he paints pictures with his
So beautiful. I thought you would
I
have
just-
like-
I said, he sees this creature come up and
And if that doesn't put you on this thing loves combat.
and goes for Anser, and he turns and a bit of fancy footwork, and he spirals in and it goes whack right into the back of this creature,
Okay.
and it embeds itself a little bit. So then he has to jerk it out.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You're a child.
Do you see how angry he got being asked to improvise? Really angry.
Yeah, and then you all got what you asked for, didn't you?
What? Dog joke one out.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted.
Wouldn't be the first time.
What's your defense?
What's my defense? My defense is currently 11.
Okay. Interesting. Nothing else happens. But yes, this. So your sword. So cleavage does in fact cleave this Vadhim, and
Cleavage, super effective.
yes, it is super effective.
So these guys are stepping into a new zone, right? They're stepping into
The danger zone.
They're now
kind
in
of-
near zone.
yeah.
We're in the clash zone. Yeah.
But I'm
sure.
not still, right?
No,
I'm still
if you
in
have not
close range
approached
because I haven't
no.
approached Gregor.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So that
can't touch.
that has taken some damage, and actually, yes, it is not backed off, but it is certainly regarding you with some fear. So, Gumble.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's nothing for it but for me to try and do the same thing that I did before, which is to attack with these,
Your guns.
with my guns.
You can do it, Gumball. Just pretend it's the fish.
That's a
That was
one.
amazingly
So
spread.
that's another 1 and a 2. It says when you roll a 1 on your primary die, but because I have 2, is it if I roll 2 ones? Or
I
is it
mean,
just
it's
any one?
your primary die. It should be 1 at a time, I guess, because if you roll a 1 on your first, then it means the attack misses. Right?
Okay. Oh, sure. So
yeah.
should we just say that? Did that miss again then?
It's hard because you're dual wielding, so
Well, yeah, and the dual wielding is when I land an attack, I hit twice. The second hit always deals its maximum base damage die, but cannot crit. So essentially, 1 is a movable feast, but if I hit, I automatically hit for another 4.
yeah.
Fine,
But-
I miss.
So, but because you're dual wielding, isn't it two attacks?
It doesn't say so. It just says dual wield can be paired with another dual wield weapon. When you land an attack, you hit twice, which I would assume doesn't mean I get to roll twice because then I'd be hitting 4 times.
Right.
But wouldn't that be, if that's essentially 2 attacks, then 1 misses and the other one hits with the 2?
I mean, it says that if you roll to attack, and if it misses, it misses,
Yep.
right? And then I think the dual wielding comes with when you hit.
Yep, that's when I see the benefit. Fine. 4 shots, 4 misses.
It's a very high pressure environment. you know?
Absolutely.
He's stepped into a leadership role.
Yeah.
It's all
And he's made for it. He's made for it. He's shown that he's made for it.
It's okay,
Don't
Gumball,
judge
you are
him.
literally shooting in the dark.
Okay.
He's had no training in leadership. There's no HR on this team.
Yeah, he has had training with the guns though. That's the issue.
Do you think it's because he's trying to do like really elaborate shots? Like
I think
under
so.
the
I think he's
leg?
showing off.
I think what happens is
Side.
he's in a sort of weird death spiral where each time he misses, he tries to do something more impressive on the next shot, and it's
Yeah.
just he's in his head. He's in his own head.
Again, let me tell you, I completely understand.
It's penalty shootout territory. He's overthought it on the way
In
to
for
the
a
spot.
penny at this point.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't pay off. This sort of thing doesn't pay off when you gamble. You know, you go, well, I may as well just get more elaborate. 'cause I'm
Absolutely.
into it. But actually, just going back to the basics.
Absolutely. I just need to go back to the things just go back to my technique. A couple of practice swings.
Merit.
That's my turn.
Merritt, what are we thinking?
Well, none of you really need healing, and
Yet.
I am a little hesitant to keep throwing out little vials of things because I don't have them infinite. So I will actually just, because I am currently not in the clash zone, I'm not going to move, but I will just use my short bow and take a ranged
Fun.
weapon attack.
Fun. Okay.
You will need to let me know what I need to roll for that
Okay.
in terms of
look.
to actually attack rather than damage.
You kind of don't.
You just deal damage.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case,
so
I
you
know
roll
I'm
it
rolling.
to
If
depending
you roll
on,
a 1, then it misses.
Oh,
but anything
okay,
else
so
is
it's,
rolling damage.
It's 2 plus my primary, so it does 5 damage.
It does not, unfortunately, because these creatures do have defense to get through first. So
So the one that's nearest to Doug, we've already attacked though. So what's its defense at?
that's true, actually. So Doug brought the defense down to. What did you say? You rolled 5.
5.
It's not quite enough. Yeah.
Ai Chihuahua.
But we get 2 attacks, 2 actions per turn, right?
Yes.
And if I've done nothing else, can I not attack again?
You can.
Then I will attack again. And that hits for 7.
And that's damage it does take. Great. And I think that would mean that it's broken.
I can see the frog is thinking.
Okay. Okay. This thing's starting to look a bit hurt. This is all attacking this one. Like, one is looking a lot more hurt than the other. They're both poisoned as well, so it's looking good.
Yep, that's it for me because I have no more actions left and I don't need to use a class feature on this one.
Okay. Answer.
Can I use my limit break?
If you would like to use your limit break, you absolutely
So
can.
answer is
Limit breaks are very cool. Oh my goodness.
not used to being in a kind of close combat and is someone who likes to wield their words and wield their influence rather than their blade. And so upon, receiving this attack, is just going to shout, "Stop!" And is going to use mental overload. I can use this once per short rest.
Yes.
All enemies within far range take psychic damage equal to my class die and treat their allies as enemies until their next turn.
Okay.
I love that you've basically used a limit break on what are essentially Zubats in mountains.
Yeah.
Like, we are.
But so limit breaks. I mean, I'm sure many of our lovely viewers will kind of know what limit breaks are, but let's break it down for the purposes of specifically what they are in Legends of Akeroth. So every class and job has a limit break, a very powerful ability that can turn the tide in battle, and it can be used, yes, once every short rest. I think he's said that already, in or out of combat. Refreshes immediately if you take damage that reduces you to half your max HP or below. And if it's refreshed that way, it drops off at the end of combat. Limit breaks cannot miss, but they can crit. And you can actually, I think players are able to they're able to accrue more limit breaks, but you can only have one equipped at a time. They're very, very cool. Very cool. So what does this look like? So he's kind of shouted stop at these Vatahims, and they are compelled to
And I want to say that it kind of sort of almost like a shockwave kind of ripples out with the sort of the power of like this stop. And I'm going to roll my 3d4 for my class die, and they take 7. Or they take, but it hits for 7. And they now, until their next turn, they treat their allies as if they were enemies.
Interesting.
And also, because I get 2 actions, I get to use this once per scene. I'm going
Limit
to...
break costs both.
Oh, does it?
yes,
Limit
it
break
does.
costs both?
Yeah.
Then I shan't.
Because it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
Yeah,
darling.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm only saying if I'm literally on that section
Yeah,
myself,
fair.
just double checking that I could use 2 actions.
But you're very lucky because you are exposed and now they're compelled to attack each other rather than you.
Yep.
So let's see what they both do because it is then now their turn. So, first one, which is the one that is very, very hurt right now, turns to its companion and is going to make another attack at it, which is going to be. Yep, absolutely cause some damage. It's going to, once again, this sort of ice attack, as it sort of like strikes out and these sort of like crystallized, almost like creates claws on the ends of its sort of fingies and just lashes out at its friend.
I mean,
And
it's what, Aoife?
it's fingies.
Fingies.
And that is that amount of damage. And now the other one is going to
Well,
move.
can I say, because they're both technically poisoned, can I roll?
Yes,
the,
please do. Please do.
That takes 1 extra damage.
Ooh.
The one that just did the attacking.
Right, great. And now the other one is going to. It's going to absorb that, and now the second one is going to make another bite at its friend, which is going to hit, and its friend is now exposed. So that's good news for you because that one has a lot more XP than the other one.
And that one takes 4 damage. Poison damage.
The second one, right.
Yep.
Brom.
Wow, it's back to me.
Little old me.
Little me.
Just me.
Little old me. Well, I think he's so he's swung and hit this one, and he's pulled the sword out, and in this great flourish, he's going to swing the sword around again and swing for the other one.
I think
in
you
this-
might take your baseball cap on first and really
Yeah,
batter up.
Hey, batter, hey,
Yeah.
Maybe
batter.
swing better.
From here.
So he swings it round in a great arc, and as he does so, he says, cleavage.
Of course he does.
It's 14.
So that would be.
That's just the full name. Cleavage.
Yeah.
That would end up being 6 damage. So.
And then so we can do 2 attacks,
You can 2 actions.
2
so-
actions, but
So you
but-
haven't moved because you're standing right there, right? So
Yeah.
you've made 1 attack.
So I hit with that, and then in this great, wonderful, like cool thing that he does, he pulls the blade out again, turns it around, and slams the pommel of the great sword into the creature's face.
And he's making another attack.
He is.
He is, you know.
For
Young people out he
15.
is.
15.
Yeah, he rolls a D12 and adds his primary.
Tell me about it.
So he pulls the blade free, and he swings the blade round, and he with 2 hands on the hilt, he slams the hilt of the blade of the sword into the forehead of the creature. And it actually embeds itself in the forehead about 2 inches. And you just see this big mouth go
Just
shut. and then it slides off the end of the
just
pommel.
blue screens and just
Yep.
ends.
Yep.
Amazing.
and it slides down to the floor.
Incredible. Okay, well that one is absolutely done.
Yeah.
But there's still 1 left. So Gumball, you gonna try and hit it?
I mean, I have to.
There's many other things you
So I
can
roll
do.
my base die, which is 3 disease.
Is there any way I could forego and use my thing and not, in order to try and give a help sort of in this moment?
I mean, you know what? Like the initiative order is very loosey-goosey.
No pun intended.
Loosey-goosey.
Hey, take a melody point. See?
You're so kind. Thank you so much.
Can
What
I
is
have
it?
that point?
Essentially,
What is it you want to do?
It's a check though, not an attack, isn't it? It's if I
If it's a check,
It's giving a boon. It's essentially
But see, boons. I don't really know what a boon would be on a D4.
No.
it's true.
Like
it's true.
I'm anything other than a 1.
Would be. Well, you know, we can rule it. If you want to do it, I'm happy to try
I basically
it out.
would just like to just literally like get your attention and whisper and go, "Hey, come on, you have got this." And I would like to use Psychic Whisper, which is 3 spell points. Essentially grants you a boon on your next check.
So I can ignore 1/1. I mean, do I roll 1 and then roll 2 more, or do I roll all 3 at once? And if there's a 1 in there, I miss.
Roll all 3 at once. Let's fuck it. Big day, big fun.
Okay, there's a 1 in there.
Okay. I really want you to be able to hit.
It's
these
okay.
things.
If that's not the story the dice are telling, then that's not the story the dice are telling. If I miss, I miss. It's okay.
Okay.
I've been behind the screen enough myself. It's fine.
That's your go.
That's my go.
All right. Merit.
Oh God. Oh.
Okay, so we've got one of them is up, right?
One of them is still up. A lot healthier than the first. Yeah. Which is dead, so that would make sense.
It's a low bar.
It's a very hard to cover, but
Very
it's
low
managing
bar. Again, I making this character, I really overstocked on healing because I've never played a healer before. To the point where I can almost do nothing because none of you need healing.
You did some
quite
nice
frankly.
Amazing, y'all
hitting. You've
into
done some great
combat.
damage.
Yeah, but you can only stock 3 of those little vials.
No, I meant that you just hit them with something on the
Yeah, with a
monster.
crossbow. But you know, it's like I'm going to use my cross. Turns out, whenever I play characters, I just end up using melee attacks.
So does Doug, and he plays druid.
Yeah, so I'm just going to use my bow again, I guess, because I don't want to get closer. And that will hit for 7. But I don't know what the defense is on this little bat.
Okay.
Well, yeah, they are very little. I've noticed that. They're tiny, these things, almost impossible to hit.
You loose a bow. It doesn't seem to. I think that it has been enraged by the death of its companion. So the shot connects, but it almost doesn't seem to even regard
Do
it
anything.
that much.
Then I will loose another arrow because that's about all I can do really from here. There's really none of you need healing, so but that's only going to hit for 6.
Okay. Yeah. All right. This thing is it's just angry. It's just real
Angry little guy. I mean, fair. We're in it. It's house.
Now, I know it's Answer's turn, but actually, I forgot a cool little thing at the end of the last round, which is when I had you enter this chamber and roll 2 d12s, one was to find out what you were fighting, and the other was to find out what the environment was doing to you. And you remember I said that there was a lot of cold energy in this room. There's a bit of a clock ticking at the moment, and I would like everyone to roll a body and world check for me, please.
Ooh, okay.
Thank goodness I rolled 2 dice, and they were both 6s.
Oh, complete success.
Yeah, complete success.
Hey, I got 2 6s and a 5.
Great.
With 1, so I got
Wow,
1. I got,
okay.
yeah,
1 success.
1 success out of 3.
1 success.
3 success.
Oh, you're all very, very lucky. You're able to. There's a moment at which the cold is filling this chamber, and it almost feels like your bones are slowed just for a second. But you're very, very aware of the danger in this moment, and you're able to snap all your limbs into compliance, and you keep going.
What was that a check against? Can I ask about the effect?
Yes, of course you can. So this is a really cool thing called, it was an effect called the Deep, and heroes roll a body and world check or take 1d6 cold and become slowed.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I have this. I was wondering. I have this thing, this feature, which is called "I've seen worse," which means I have a boon on all body or soul checks to resist fear, intimidation, or coercion. Someone pointing something at me is not a new experience.
That's
that's cool.
If it's anything so if at any point we fight anything psychological, I
be
have
like,
essentially boons to try and
Just
resist
stare
those
down the barrel of a
effects.
gun.
Yeah.
Well, turns out this room's just real freezing, so
Yeah, I'm not
wouldn't have done you
protected
much good.
against that.
Oh, so we rolled 2 10s, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's fun. Having an extra, almost like a lair action that's like constantly
Yes,
happening depending
moving.
on the environment. It makes the environment part of the combat.
It's very
part of the
fun.
story.
It's a very fun answer.
Answer is going to lift up one wing, reach underneath, and from tucked inside some feathers, is going to draw his wand and is going to
He has a wand.
cast an attack at this remaining, what were they called again?
Vatahims.
Vatahim. This remaining Vatahim.
Or her.
Or
Quite
Vataher,
right. This
for 5.
For 5. Doesn't quite do it, I'm afraid.
Okay. And then is going to point the very tip feather and go, no. And this is in a very this is terrifying presence once per scene. Force a target within close range to make a mind check against yours, which is 3.
Okay.
On failure, they gain frightened of you until the end of the scene or until they take damage.
Mind check, you say? You said yours is 3? That's a failure.
Mm-hmm.
So they're frightened of you.
And no! And no!
So this thing is now frightened as well. You just it's bullying at this point. You killed its friend, come into its house.
It's friends.
Psychological warfare from a swoos.
Yeah.
I haven't laid a glove on them. I can't be. I'm not. Look, can we put our weapons down? Stop this madness.
So that's its turn.
Can
So
I have a turn?
When were you supposed to go? When were you?
I don't think you've been for a little-
Sorry.
I haven't been for a while, but I like.
No, please go, please go.
I like.
Swoosy.
Can I do? It doesn't really matter because my other attacks are doing poison. So I
You would have been after answer. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but I.
That means it's your go anyway.
I'm super chill. We're going to do a. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's fun. So once again, with the roots, you see these roots kind of go into the floor, and it's almost, when you look, you'll see a rug being pulled up, and it goes. You see that with the floor, and I cast a wonderful untamed spell called Quake Call using 2 SP, where I deal 1d6 wild damage and apply knocked down, and I rolled a 6.
That's very cool.
And the fun thing about knocked down, which I quite enjoy, if I read it to you.
You must. Otherwise we won't know.
We simply must know it. Is you cannot move. Attacks against them roll 1 additional base die, and they must spend 1 action point to stand. So you can roll another base die against them whilst they're knocked down.
Also, were I capable of hitting, I have a thing called crack shot, ironically, which is whenever you attack a target who is rooted, knocked down, or dazed, your attacks deal bonus thunder damage equal to your primary attribute. So could I hit a barn door, I'd be dealing additional thunder damage on top of
this is a cool way. Imagine if we collaborated.
There's potential synergy here.
Wowee!
Maybe you could though.
So this thing is kind of knocked from the sky. It's also continuing, unless it can, to take the poison damage that I'll still take on its next turn afterwards.
So how much damage is how?
6 damage it took.
If it's actually
And then
taking
a
damage as well, it now just loses its frightened condition on me.
Really?
Just literally the moment it takes damage, yeah.
Okay. It's looking hard,
Plus your d4 of poison, right?
And did you roll the d4 for poison?
It'll take 2 at the end of its next turn.
Right. Okay. Which would be right now. So it's got to spend an action to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to use its other action, I guess, to attack. Do something. It's going to turn to you as the person that just sort of acted against it, and it's gonna inhale and just and do what's called a frost spit at you, and it's gonna do 1d6 cold damage plus. Okay. So that would be an 8 to.
Whoa! So it takes all of my defense, all of my weak little defense. I'm a weak little boy with 5, and then it will take off my 17 HP. It will take a further 3 off that.
Very well. And you are slowed.
I'm already slow.
Which means you can only do one
action.
Yeah.
I think, you can only do one action, essentially, because it reduces
Yes, it
your
does,
speed
yes.
by 1.
Yes,
Yeah.
which is
or
very
one
cool.
category, or if you're already slow, like I am too.
So I'm like, oh, I can either move,
Very good.
How
Okay.
do you get your defense back then? Is that resting?
Your
or is
defense resets, but your
Yes.
HP you have to use to get it back.
Yes.
Fine.
Which is why it's very nice to have a healer.
Someone's already just taken damage.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Rom?
Throm is very proud of his recent exploits, and he's feeling bad for Gumble, who clearly is having some very bad luck.
He like Gumbel is just like
No, it's performance.
like you know like to stay Nintendo cartridge. I'm like blowing in the bottom of it, like I'm tapping it, and like rubbing the gun up against my leg. I've unplugged the guns and plugged them back
The thing
in.
is, and every time he looks down the barrel, you just hear Mary go,
Yeah. I'm trying them all the way This is insane at this point.
Promise your cousins that they get to play Chrono Trigger.
This is a statistical marvel.
And he is going to he's going to turn to this thing, and he's going to.
Is this thing me or the
No.
enemy?
which one he's putting out of his misery?
I hated Croaking.
Just chop his head off.
He's going to reach to his side, and he's going to pull that pistol that we saw earlier, and he's going to.
Tell you what, if you
Show you how it's done.
I am going to. I'm.
Gumble, do you know how to use that thing?
Okay. Let's see how you get on.
Does he make the noise?
You definitely.
Yeah, just because seawater comes out.
So
So you just roll it.
I'm just rolling a d4
Yeah.
per shot, right? So I'm taking 2 actions to take 2 shots, and a d4.
So you roll.
Plus
Hopefully, don't roll a
4.
1.
Yeah.
Just do one at a time. So just do the first one.
So that's 2 plus 4, so that's 6. And then I miss with the second shot.
Okay, fine.
Oh my god.
Great. You know what? That's good enough. This thing is looking real hurt. And so's Gumble at this point.
Gumble is
Pride is
crushed.
so
Emotional damage.
emotional damage.
When you miss with that second shot, do you shoot Gumble? Accidentally.
in the heart directly.
You can't prove anything.
Here's what I would like. It's my turn, right?
It is, yeah.
Here's what I would like to do.
Oh my god.
I would like to put my guns away and pull out my daggers because I'm just not having this, and these are technically dual wielding as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to just roll a 1. I'm going to just not
I'm
roll a
sorry.
1. It's a 4.
Crit, baby! Roll it again!
I roll it again. It's a 2. Right. So that is 6 plus 3 is 9, and I slide into this thing, and like I've always tried to.
And then you go,
I
bang!
enter the creature. Yeah, I do. Stab it in and I go bang real loud to try and pretend. And actually, and then as I'm dual wielding, let me just look that up and make sure I'm correct on this. I've written dual welding, which unfortunately does not come up.
Not quite right.
It's like those knives that have like CO2 canisters in them.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. I believe it says, I've obviously lost it now, that the damage of the second attack is like automatically as high as it can get, but it doesn't say anything about like adding my modifier to it. So it does like another 4 damage, so 13 damage.
Tell me about it.
So I throw these guns down real cross, like real slappy feet cross.
And his little feet flap as well.
And then pull the daggers out and go bang, 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 bang. And as the thing, sort of bang, 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 bang. Ugh. And I'm really quite embarrassed at how badly that went and how badly I've responded to it. And is Marek still here, like blue?
Let's say while you guys have been fighting, you can see that the image of Marek is also fighting something. You can't see what it is.
The
but
spectral image looks at you and it's
So
like,
what I like to do is I sort of flick the blood off the daggers and I go, come on, Marek, let's get out of here.
yes.
Marek.
Come on, old Marek.
So the bodies of these two things lie before you. Two of you roll a d6 each, please.
Hey, touch
Go on then.
It's a 3.
It's a 4.
Interesting. Okay, so you both approach these bodies, have a little look around. And you're both going to receive a random light weapon. So let's just consult the table because you're looting. It's fun mechanics.
These bats had
Loot.
weapons on them?
Loot goblin.
I mean, we picked
Look, it's a JRPG.
But we pulled a tent when I'm sure
I know,
you
it's true. It's very JRPG.
So,
Oh yeah, when you just a monster that has like a potion on it. Like how it had no hands. Where was it keeping it? We're just assuming everything we find is in its digestive tract, essentially, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Like that Jurassic Park scene, just wading through its poo.
right up the elbow.
It's not in it itself. There's a stool in the
it's just
corner,
going
and you're
through
going.
the, what's just the guano.
So yeah, roll a d6 again. Let's find out what you get.
Find what you find in the poo.
Okay,
Yeah.
both.
That is wild.
3 again.
This is
And I got a 6.
this is the most genre thing I've ever.
So you're up to your elbow in the entrails of this thing.
How
and you
big is
kind
this bat?
You pull what?
It's like,
Yeah. You're snaking
right in
around,
there.
and you pull, and you keep pulling,
What?
and
Handkerchiefs.
keep pulling, and then you. It's a whip.
There's a whip inside.
It uncurled.
Just, we're all horrified. Absolutely.
And as I pull it out, it just it sprays
that
sort
can't
of bat
be.
juice at everything.
Yeah, no, there's juices, entrails like all over.
No,
it.
that
It's
mustn't
crap.
be.
Ansa has his wing like inside the other one. Is just looking over and watching as you literally just do like literally handkerchiefs at the.
Don't look,
flower.
Marek.
Like
You rolled a 3, right?
Yeah.
You don't get a whip. You get a rapier. So you're like.
I already have a rapier.
This is like wandering around with a fully like.
Are you like
pointy
dual
weapon
wielding
instead of-
rapier?
So I know I'm just stood there, just kind of looking at my 2 rapiers, just like.
Listen, nobody ever questions it when it's a video game.
Yeah.
No, I'm not questioning it.
Your scientists were so obsessed as to whether
Whether
you
they could.
Never asked whether you should. That is a rapier covered in poo.
This might not have been so comfortable for them. No wonder they had the look in the eyes. It was probably feeling a
We've
bit.
clearly done it a favor.
Yeah, yes.
God, it was really suffering the poor thing. So, that's this chamber. Are you moving through into the next? Is there anything you'd like to do beforehand?
You're probably quite happy to leave this room.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Absolutely on we go.
So yes, is this?
I
Just-
would like to. Sorry, as you said, I would like to with that wing on. Just go.
You know, I believe in you.
So did I.
And I will once again cast Psychic Whisper to plant an image or a feeling in the mind of someone. Again, you don't know the source, but it just gives you a boon on your next check, like related to that.
Thank you.
thought that implanted. So I believe in you.
Oh,
You have our
really,
support.
I do really
Just
appreciate
before
that.
we move, I'm going to put a hand on Sir Christopher and just be like, old bones, make them feel new again. And I will just use my class feature because I can heal you.
Yeah.
And that will be
600.
no, it's not that good because it's just a class feature. So this will only heal you for 3.
That's what I needed.
That's what you needed, Ian.
Go to max
There you
HP.
go then. Back to maximum HP.
Not a drop wasted.
Good as old.
Oh, stop! Good as old is unbelievable.
Give it.
All right.
Wait,
What?
No, hang on.
Yeah, go on then.
You know what? For the next session, I might make you a little chart that you can put in front with stars on it because
Yeah,
I feel
gold
like
star,
you
gold
want to
star.
give out gold stars.
yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
but I also can't make you 2.
I've had complete failure on 2 attacks.
Yeah, so you've got
I mean,
point for
you've got
attack,
point.
though.
Oh, not in attacks. Yeah.
but you did
What's
get
the
a really
point?
lovely. You got a really lovely like kill out of it. Though.
did.
But you
really.
did get the kill at the end.
That was really
Bang,
nice.
bang, 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 bang.
Okay. So, as you move, leave this carnage behind. Entrails up the walls, everything. Someone roll me a d8, please.
Go on.
Go on.
Go on.
I've got a good feeling of 5.
It's better than average.
Well, you don't know what we're hoping for.
Five's about average.
On a
Don't
D8.
let anyone tell you anything else. Slightly better than, actually.
So,
Just a little bit.
you're entering into the next chamber, and you can see that the carvings continue. This, as you step into this room and you see the spectral figure of young Marek moving ahead, you suddenly see him as his torch is in one hand. He sheathes his sword with the other and sort of like covers his mouth with another. And I want everyone to make a mind and world check, please.
Thank you.
One success.
Same.
One success.
2 success.
0 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, not so worried for you.
You're actually, this is the
I was
best.
going to assume, yeah.
So yes, you step into this room and the floor dips down, and you feel the air quality just suddenly change, as this sort of like, it's still cold, but it moves through your body, and it just change. Apart from you that doesn't have a body, but everything else, there's a sudden thrashing in you as
As we've entered this new chamber, is that like, do we get a melody point?
no,
No.
only when you first enter
Okay,
the
cool.
dungeon.
How many quests does he need to do to get an email?
Yeah.
No, you're good. So with mixed success, those of you who had a mixed success, you're able to realize that you're choking on the air here as you pass through. You can hold your breath and you'll pass, but you will gain 1d4 of poison damage. For a failure, breathe it in. It says gain poison 2d6 and take 1d6 damage immediately. However, you are
Immune to poison.
immune to poison.
Holy
So,
shit.
we'll
So the
do-
rest of us roll 1d4 and
so
take that
you're actually not
damage.
aware of what's happening
Yes.
as everyone else kind of like goes and coughs and
Well, I didn't roll a 1 that time, did I?
So you take that directly off your hit points?
yes. So
3.
you can't really defend against.
No.
The air is good down here.
I took 4. Yeah.
So did I.
I took 3.
Ouchie, ouchie. Well,
This is potent poison.
sucks to be you guys. So that's that. This room is kind of like, it's almost like a divot as it sort of like curves in, and the air sort of is pulled down around this very cold bit of kind of the bottom of the chamber, because as you move through, steps start to rise up again. And as you watch again, the figure of young Marek kind of leading the way and lighting the walls of this staircase, you see that the carvings are kind of like reaching a central stone doorway, as he stands in front of it and stops and raises the torch up to look at it.
What do you see, Marek?
It's to myself.
What does he see?
I mean, can I roll to see what he sees rather than asking him?
You can't ask him because it is the
Well, that's what I
past.
mean. That seems what
This
we're
is the
doing.
past.
Yeah.
Merritt,
be stupid.
Merritt, we'd learn nothing.
Check.
What would I roll to?
Oh, yes, and I'll
basically
check as well,
investigate?
please.
Let's say either world and mind or mind and gods.
I'm going to do world and it doesn't matter.
What do you see, though?
What do you see, Marek?
It's fucking.
Out of the 4, it's 2 successes.
I have 1 success.
This is the first time you've really looked at the carvings, isn't it? Properly. I feel like everyone else has kind of like had a go, and Merritt sort of hung back a little.
No, I looked before. I just didn't. I think I failed.
I think like with the sort of the shock of battle and the sort of the sharpening of your senses that come with, that protecting yourself and your allies, you're able to look on these carvings again with sort of fresh eyes. And you've divined that central figure in all of the carvings thus far is King Dravik. But what suddenly comes to you as you look upon these newest carvings is that it suddenly comes flooding back to you. What old Marek said, what the stories that you saw beforehand with the figures, and these old tales of giants and how they'd suddenly left the land. These 4 other figures, they're the sacred wardens. Long before Erwick was the Grand Kingdom that it's known as today. Stories were passed down about 4 wardens being built from the oldest songs in existence, from the magic of the dragon, or the magic of the giants. They were created to destroy Dravik. He'd stolen their power and turned it into a weapon. And when Dravik fell, which he did eventually, the wardens had nothing to do. They were created for a single purpose, and that purpose was gone. So these wardens in the four corners of the world, they wandered into quiet and into darkness, and they shut down. Centuries passed. The world almost forgot about them, except for people like Marek, who were sort of passing on stories that became old wives' tales. You know, it was just the ramblings of old guys. But so now these carvings kind of remind you that there was truth to those stories.
May I ask, these wardens, were they elemental wardens? Or is that a question we're allowed to ask now?
Did you roll before?
No.
What did you roll now? Why not?
1 success.
You sort of join Merritt in looking at these carvings, and you sort of see these four figures gathered around this central thing, and you see this ancient language, and you see above one, it says body, above another, mind, above another, soul, and above another, world.
Mean anything to you? I hear stories, but I can't read any of it.
Me neither.
You've lived loads of lives.
Yes. I have. But my job was to listen and to write. Write very specific stories, the stories of others.
So not the story of them.
No.
That'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
These wardens. Do you believe that they are still out there?
I mean, why not, right? We're stood in a magical shrine in a world that used to have magic in it. You'd like to think that part of that still exists somewhere.
I think magic exists everywhere. I am the very living embodiment of that type of magic.
Exactly. So why would some of them not still be here in this world?
It's a terrifying thought. Such great power, focused on one individual.
But that great power was also used to stop that one individual.
So we believe. But many tell stories of his return, herald of darkness.
So maybe we need to find, well, them.
I'm afraid that is not something that I'm overly consumed with right now. I have quite the purpose, and although this fantastical story of wardens and powerful beings is no doubt of great value to many people, but not to me, I'm afraid.
Well, why not? You said you write stories, right? Would that not be a story you'd want?
The stories I tell are that of the forest.
But if there is a great darkness, then there's no forest anyway.
As you have seen, my talents in combat are limited. I barely struggle to fight 2 very small flying creatures. I could not save anything, and besides, my talents are in the telling of other people's stories.
Okay, well, if we don't make it out of here, then there's no stories to tell anyway, is there?
When we get to where we're going, maybe we can ask. I heard there are stories at the place where I used to reside might have information that could be helpful to us.
Okay, then, well, we need to make it out of this cave without freezing to death. And then you can tell us a story.
I would very much enjoy that.
Then I suppose we have a plan.
Sorry, my stomach made the maddest noise.
So we keep going forward?
Let us follow the Croken.
Come on, everybody.
So, Gumble at this point is kind of very much expecting someone else to step up and take the lead, because he thinks he's probably blown his shot at.
Or he hasn't.
We didn't.
So he's quite surprised to be asked.
Yeah, no, I mean, for sure. Absolutely.
Gets the revolvers out, gives him a little spin, checks the chamber, replaces all the bullets. He's going to replace it, just for argument's sake, he's going to replace every single bullet. He's got these little bandoliers. Right, and then pulls out his daggers.
Gumble, may I say, before we step forward, I have been around for a very long time, and I must say that your leadership is exemplary. It is an honor to follow you.
Thank you, Sir Christopher.
And I'd like to just kick the door open with a big webbed foot, plunge into whatever comes next.
Why don't you make a double body check? And because of Sir Christopher's lovely help, I'll give you a boon on this.
Great, okay. That's okay. I have two.
You
two
still need to
bodies.
hit.
I love you. All I need to do is not
If
rough.
wants to help also, you can add maybe like your add d6 to the dice pool. I'll say this is a lovely moment of party cohesion
Why
for the first
doesn't
time.
Brom? Why you? Because you're so much taller. Maybe you're kicking it, but actually you sort of leaned over and you're actually giving it a push as well. So why don't you?
I'm rolling 5, so I get 4 for a double body.
You're rolling body, oddy, oddy.
Oddie.
You give me a boon.
Yes.
How many?
Well, you got one from one from Brom.
One from Brom.
Yeah.
One from me.
No, I mean I got a 5 and I got 2 4s, so one of them becomes a.
Oh, we can turn the 2 4s into 2 successes. So you've got 3
Yeah,
successes.
I got 3 successes basically.
Listen, Mark
it's
was able to do it by himself.
It's a heavier door than you anticipated. So what I have to do is I kick the door, and the door doesn't. So then so it sort of stops, and then I have to sort of push the door, like re-engage the.
Can we
one
also
and push the door.
that I used a spell points to give you a boon just to look at something and you failed.
Did it really badly, Mark? I'll tell what that is.
So the door bursts open.
Yes.
Very
Well,
heroically.
slowly.
It's like a froggy Aragorn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Fraragorn.
Fraragorn. As this door opens, you see the spectral figure of young Mark, just all alone in the darkness, heading forward, torch aloft as usual. And as he moves, torches on either side of this chamber, with the same blue spectral light. And out of the darkness, you hear this metallic clanking as something huge comes alive.
That's
and
fine.
2 blue lights shine open in the
That's
darkness.
totally fine.
Get out of there, Marek!
And that's where we'll end our session. So we're starting with a little bit of a boss battle next week.
Just a warm up.
Get out of there, Mary.
I'm gonna go and burn all my D4s.
Sage everything.
What I like is, this is
roll them now,
such a
one.
different change from us. Where like I feel like normally in our main campaign we wouldn't be supportive of this, but we're like, you're doing so
You're doing
great,
so
sweetie.
nice.
You're doing great, sweetie.
I genuinely.
I never get
know what it
I never get to
feels
play.
awful.
Croak.
It's always fun. It's always fun to learn a new system and sort of play with the boundaries and see
Absolutely.
what's possible.
Yes, it's the failing that sucks, mate.
But what a story!
Because it's story.
It's
you know?
unlucky
It's
when
actually
you
cute.
roll bad, when you roll poorly, but when Aoife does it, it's just being bad at the game.
Yeah, there's a difference.
It's always an
You're
attack,
never
isn't
getting a
it?
melody point. Just so you know.
It's always an attack, mate,
Yeah.
isn't it? They just
But hey,
can't.
It was fun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to do some more.
And we will do more because we've got part 2 to come. And oh my goodness, have we got some fun on the way? Because part 2, we're going to record that in just a few days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more. Will they make it out of the Shrine of the Sea? Maybe. Who's to say?
Well, you.
I'm sure.
When she writes it.
But thank you so much to Cross Paths once again
Yeah.
for sponsoring this not 1 but 2 shot. And yeah, join us for more because we got some good stuff coming. So, we'll see y'all very soon in the world of Akeroth.
Cross paths, baby!
Cross Paths, baby.